What's up, y'all? So we just I'm a blame Steven for this.
Yep.
You want to tell folks?
You read a pun from the chat that caused me to do a spit take.
This game's just a pyramid scheme. That's all it is. Welcome, y'all. Welcome back. I have missed y'all. I've missed these guys. I've been down for the count, really, really bad sick. for the better part of 10 days, so it's really good to be back. Welcome to Heavy Cardboard. I am your host, Edward.
Shrey.
Ken.
All right, tonight we are playing Memphis. There is no barbecue, which is a huge disappointment. But Men-Nefer, apparently that's Greek, or Memphis in Greek. But Men-Nefer, designed by Germain P. Milan. I'm probably butchering it, but I'm trying. Published by Ludernova, and this is your copy of the game. So big thanks to Shrey for the review copy, as it were. Yeah, I'm excited about this. We played this a couple weeks ago, whatever. Well, before I get about a week before I got sick.
Yep.
This is the follow-up to Bitoku. Some people have referenced this as Bitoku 2.0, and we were talking about this right before we got started. And go ahead.
Yeah, no. So I did familiarize myself with Bitoku yesterday, and the action mechanism is very reminiscent of it. But Bitoku's got a lot more stuff going on, a lot of different, more components than this does.
Yeah, for sure. The setup was way easier for this than it was for Bitoku. Exactly. But we'll talk more about that there at the end. Now, I am not going to do a full traditional teach on this one. Honestly, full disclosure, and the truth is I'm going to get tripped up on the nomenclature, on the names of everything. And so I'm going to use layman's terms and terms you're going to be familiar, which does not tie with a theme. I apologize. I will try, but I'm going to try and make it easier for y'all to follow along and to learn it than I am to keep it true to the actual names of what everything is called. It's just, I feel like the heuristics work a little bit better with that. So with that said, like I said, I'm going to do an overview and then we'll get rolling. So fellas, y'all ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do this. Welcome to Memphis, i.e. Men-Nefer. Founded around 3100 BC and situated south of the Nile Delta, the city of Men-Nefer was the capital of ancient Egypt for 9 dynasties and the most populous city on the planet. Mm-hmm. In 1979, it was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, primarily for its necropolis and pyramid complexes known worldwide, such as, Abusir, Saqqara, Dashur, and Giza. I know I nailed Giza, at least. So we're reliving the greatest periods in ancient Egypt. All right. So, what is it y'all are looking at? So, we have a victory point track around 3/4 of the side, anyways, there. We also have, if you were familiar with a game like Ark Nova, we have a track that is going to work similarly up top called the Duat meter. So, we're going to have feathers and we're going to have hearts. They're going to intersect. You're going to lose points until they do, and then you're going to gain points once they do. All right? Then we have here in the middle, we have the House of Life, which is also, this is the action selection mechanism right here in the game. Then we have a bunch of mini games laid out all over through here. And then pretty much everything for the players is contained within their player boards themselves, which I actually appreciate. Over here, we have kind of the Sphinx area. This little board, completely extraneous. You do not need it. We're only playing 3 players tonight, so I was like, we can fill space and use it. All right.
I mean, it looks cool.
Sure.
Just don't really need it.
You don't need it at all. Yeah. It's just the supply of where the next pyramid pieces are. And then there's a whole bunch of stuff out here, and I'm actually going to talk about it when we go through the overview here. Excuse me. Still a little bit of a cough there, but I think we'll be okay. All right. So the game takes place over 3 eras, if you will. All right. So those 3 eras, so there's going to be era 1, era 2, era 3. Within each of those eras, there is going to be 3 phases. Now, those 3 phases, if you actually take a look up at the top of the board, those are going to be shown right there. So the names are not going to tell you anything about them. The first phase is going to be the flood. The second one is sowing. And the third one is harvest. Okay, there, I said them. Good. So the first one is...
I think it metaphorically does kind of make sense.
I hear you.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really...
All right.
But I hear you. That's
Yeah.
fair. So the first part is a preparation. It's getting ready for the round. So that's what the flood phase is. The meat of the game is the sowing phase. That's where sowing is in reaping and sowing. That's where our actions are actually going to take place. And the harvest phase is going to be scoring. End of each round. There is no end game scoring. The end game scoring is that phase in the third round. That's the end game scoring, effectively. All right. Now, I'm not going to cover the preparation stuff here at the beginning. I will do that. I will circle back when we have a little bit more context. What I am going to focus on in this overview is all of that, which is the actual meat of the game. All right. Now, in the meat of the game, you're going to be placing workers out there. But really, you have a total of 3 options for a total of 9 actions. So everybody's going to take each of those 3 options 3 times. The order in which you do them is entirely up to you. So if you take a look over here on the left-hand side of my player board, right in this area right here. So you have 3 apprentices, i.e. your workers. Okay. You also have 3 action tablets. All right. Or in other words, action tiles. Okay. At the beginning of every round, this is how it's going to look there. So you have 3 options to take on your turn. And I'm going to show you what they're shown as, and then I will talk about them, what they are. So the first one is going to be visit a house of life. So that is the sun side of that. That little sun or dot right there, that is placing a worker out onto the left side of the track. We'll talk about that more in detail in a minute. The second option is taking a worker that is already placed on the left side, moving it to the right side, and doing a different set of options. And the third option is taking a tablet from the display. All right, so option number 3, which is taking a tablet from the display here, is not available as your first action because you already have 3 tablets already on your player board. So the first option, realistically, is going to be placing over here on the sun side. So taking one of, and it can be any of the 3 over there, maybe I choose to do that one, and I place it either there, or there. Okay? Then, when I do so, depending on the number of actual apprentices that are already there, these are blockers for the 3-player game there, you're going to have to pay resources. You're going to have to pay some number of fish. If there's none out there, okay, cool. You don't have to pay anything. If there's 1 already out there, you're going to have to pay 1 fish. If there's 2, 3 fish, 5 fish. Okay? He's just getting comfortable. He'll be fine. So, placing it out there. Now, when you do that, the action that you're actually going to be taking is where that apprentice came from. So you're going to be taking one of those 3 tablets and taking the actions that are shown on that tablet. So in this case, I'm going to get to Heka, right? And then I'm going to do one of the other things that are listed on that. Then after I do that, I'm going to discard this over onto the House of Life. That'll actually go like that there. Done. Okay? So place out on the left side, do the tablet. That is the sun side. Now, everybody will do that in turn order, whatever order that is, like that. It becomes my turn again. Now all 3 options are available to me because, again, looking at my player board, I can place another apprentice out on the sun side. It can go onto the same spot that I already have one. It can go to any of those 5. No limitation in regards other than, hey, do I have enough fish to be able to pay for that? Okay, cool. So we've already covered that. Don't need to belabor that. The second option is I can actually choose a tile from the House of Life to replace it to prepare for next round. So that the 5 available are those 5. If you take the bottom, you get a fish. If you take this one, nothing. Pay a fish, pay 2, pay 3 fish, just like when placing out there. you're going to take that tile, you're going to then place it over here on the left-hand side of your player board. And if the icon that is in the bottom left-hand corner of the one you just took matches whatever the next spot is right here, you advance that, or you're going to advance it no matter what, and then you're immediately going to get the benefit of what it is on the bottom, if it match. If it didn't match, you don't get the benefit.
Yep.
The benefit, in this case...
Yeah, you don't advance it even if it...
Apologies. You don't advance it. Correct. Thank you. So if you do, you get an immediate 1 point. All the scoring on your player board is immediate. Any scoring on the main board is end of round stuff, all right, during the harvest. And then we'll talk about what those are as we go along. One other thing that we are in the habit of doing, just to make it a little less confusing, less AP, is once you've gotten a new tile, we tend to flip it over as a reminder, oh, I can't do that this turn. It's already been done. Even though you don't have the apprentice there, you know that it's still easy to forget and be like, oh, I can't. Now I got to rethink all that stuff.
When you take the tile, you don't take what's on the front of the tile, you take what's next to the tile.
Right. Thank you. And that's the other thing, that when you take the tile, paying or getting a fish, you then get to do one of the available options or whatever is below it. So if I took this tile, I could do one of those, or one of those. Usually you want to do the one that you took, but not always. So, again, option 1, place out here, do the tile. Option 2, take a tile, advance that, maybe get a bonus little kiss on the cheek, and get a bonus there. That's option 2. Option 3 now is, once you have at least one out here, you can choose to, hey, let's go ahead and bounce to the other side. That's called specialize in a house of life. All right, what does that mean? Well, you moved. You did this. It's totally different no. You moved to that side. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to advance your scarab one bump to the right. Now, if you notice, these are precariously stacked up. And when you do this, that's going to happen. Okay? So what we're going to do in our game is they're not going to be on the board at the beginning of the game. They're all implied to be in that first one because, honestly, they're going to fall over no matter what. Somebody's going to bump them. So you advance that to the next step. And then you get to do the thing that is directly below it or any to the left. Usually it's going to be better if you do that one, but there may be a reason why you want to do one to the left. So advance that and do the action that is there. Those are the 3 actions that are available in this game during the meat of the game or the sowing phase. You can do them in any order. Obviously, you have to have a spot available. Once you've placed all your actions out there, you obviously can't place more. So you're going to do each of those 3 times. Just the order in which you do them is going to be dependent on what the player chooses. Now, with that said, this whole board is a bunch of mini games. That's really what it is, all right? I'm not going to go over these in detail. Why? Because we're going to do it once we get started. But I will kind of give a quick overview of what they are. So, on our player boards, you know what? Actually, I'll go ahead and start giving a little bit of an overview on that. So, you have sphinxes that you can acquire or activate, placing them here. You have mummies that you can activate, and they are flipped over and placed there. And then the Eye of Horus, I believe is what those are, can go here, and they're now active as well. All right? You have your fish track. You have your...
Tekka.
Thank you. We've already covered the rest of that. We have...
Craft baskets.
Craft baskets. Here, which are also going to be where craft tiles are going to be placed. And then there are... trade tiles, I believe, or trade contracts that are going to go down there, and then papyrus are going to go down there. So, when you have mummies available, they're going to go up into the sarcophagus. Is it sarcophaguses or a sarcophagi?
Sarcophagi.
Sarcophagi. All right, they're fun at parties. So you're going to place them out here. You're going to get some bonus stuff over there. When you have Sphinx Eye, go with it. There are 3 locations where you're going to be placing sphinxes. 1, 2, or 3. That's another mini game. Now, we have there are two different types of pyramids. There is the Great Pyramid over here, which coincides with this track. And then we have the Queen's Pyramids, which coincides with this track. And that's what these markers are used for there. All right. Then down below over here, we have the river. So the river, we're going to either advance to be able to get get fish, which is obviously something we're going to be using, as I pointed out over here. So getting income of fish, but also activating boats, advancing those. In addition to that, you're going to be able to stop at these little docks and be able to acquire these trade contracts, which will get you ongoing points throughout the game if you've met the certain criteria. So that is the river. Then over here, we have the temple and the obelisk. The temple, we're going to use these priestesses and the goods that we have acquired, or I'm sorry, the crafts that we've acquired to place baskets with the priestesses, to be able to go out here, and then moving up the obelisk, because you got to have a temple track. It's 2025. That's the way we roll. All right, and then the last thing, penultimate thing, I guess. We have papyrus up here. We have crafts right there. We're going to acquire those. Obviously, they will shift to the right. You see the little arrows there. They cost heka, or they cost fish if you want the newer ones. As you were, they will slide as they go down. And now, last but not least, there is the duat meter. Again, the feathers will move to the left, the hearts will move to the right, and you will gain or lose points depending on where they are.
Mostly lose.
Mostly, yeah. All right.
Until the end of the game.
Until the end of the game. All right. So once all of us have taken our 9 actions or done all 3 actions 3 times, we'll know this because all 9 of our workers will be over there, and we will all have 3 tiles face down there. Then there is going to be the harvest phase. So again, looking at the up there on the track, those are the various things that we're going to do. So here we go. So the first thing we're going to score are papyrus that are on your player board. All right, and matching symbols. Again, we'll talk about this when we get going. Then that we're going to score the duat track. The duat track, again, that meeting the heart and feathers, so on and so forth. Then, hey, what contracts have you fulfilled? You're going to flip them over and score those. And any that were already flipped over from previous rounds, you're going to score those. Then there's the necropolis. So you're going to score your mummies out there, the sarcophagi out there. Then we're going to score the obelisk. Then we're going to score the pyramids. And that's it. Whoever has the most points at the end of 3 rounds is the winner of Men-Nefer. I mean, that's it. Look, I could go more in details and get in the weeds, but really, that's it. So, good. Now, with that said, I'm just going to take all these off again, like I said, and I'll keep them over here. And
all right.
Because that is just a problem waiting to happen.
We could tend our own if you want.
Huh?
We could tend our own if you want.
Oh, sure. Here, in the meantime, choose the first player. Where's the first, I guess? So yellow is third. Okay, next.
Oh.
Pink. And blue. All right.
So
yes.
Anti-clockwise.
Yeah. I am blue, and it's going to mess me and everybody watching at home, but Shrey is very happy about this. So, there you go. One more thing. There are 5 or 6 of these tiles that are out there that come with the game, I should say.
Yeah.
The 3-player, it's 3 dots. 2-player, 2 dots.
Sure.
So how many of the little blank offs do we use? The little blockers. And then, you know what? I did not talk about the beginning phase up here. I apologize. Let's do that real quick. So first things first, during the planting, what's this?
The flood.
Flood, thank you. So the first thing, we're going to move the book. Okay, hey, it's a new round.
We don't do this in the first era.
Right.
Yeah.
The next, we're going to get income on the river and on the obelisk of fish and heka. Mm-hmm. And then we are going to retrieve all of our workers our apprentices that are out here. And then we are going to shift all of the existing apprentices down one space. So what that looks like in our case is that will go down one, this will go down one there, and that will go down one. And that's how they will continue to do that.
So
the whole
predictable,
game.
you know where they're going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And then finally, we're going to not replace existing trade contracts, but just fill in trade contracts with 2s or 3s in round 2 and 3, respectively. So they're worth more points. And then finally, change turn order. Turn order is based on whoever has the least points will go first. Existing or maintain existing if tied.
Cool.
All right, and that is there.
And compensation for later.
Yeah.
So I get 5 fish.
Right. So I get 3 fish, 4 fish, 5 fish. That is like you said, the compensation for it. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it later. All right. So one last thing. Hold on. Get that off of there. Cool. How many of y'all at home have played this? All right. Whew. All right, so the game begins. We skipped that in the first phase, so in the first round. So here we go. I need to bring cameras up. See, I'm rusty. There we go. Hey, what's up, y'all? All right. Okay, so I guess we'll focus over here for me. So gonna place a worker, obviously, out into the House of Life. Move one, take that. I kind of like that idea that telegraphs what I'm going to be doing. Placing that. That seems pretty easy. That also... the only other... Oh, that's not in English. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and place... this one to start off with. So placing this out onto the House of Life.
Yep.
Now, where am I going to place it? That is a hell of a good question. I have no idea. So where you place it is going to dictate the action that you're going to take when you move it over. This is effectively the river track. This is getting sphinxes and putting sphinxes out. This is gaining or advancing priestesses up into the temple and placing baskets. This one is basically the same as this, except instead of sphinxes, it's mummies and sarcophagus. And this is the pyramid track or advancing your building blocks effectively. But I think, I'll be honest, I did have kind of a rough plan coming into this game, which is pretty rare for me. So I'm going to go ahead and place that for the basket track there.
All right.
I think, I'm good with that. So then, coming back to my player board, this, you can do these in any order. So this one says, hey, get a mummy ready. So prepare a mummy. Okay, so what does that look like? That means take one of the mummies, flip it over, and hey, it's now a sarcophagus, and it's ready to be placed out there on the board, like so. All right. The second thing that we can do is, sorry about that, is we can advance one boat, one space, and then we can activate that boat on the river. All right. So with the river, obviously everybody has 4 boats out here. Take my word for it, some are off camera over here. But now I have 2 options for moving a boat. I can either cross one of these little rapid spots, so that would be 1, and then I get to activate any boat. It does not have to be that boat. It's going to be that boat because that's the only one on the river currently. But if you activate it, hey, get 2 fish. Okay. The other option is I could move it into the dock right here. When you do that, you then, when you activate, as the activation, I'm not going to get any fish because I'm not there. Instead, I can choose one of those trade contracts, and I get the bonus when I activate of whatever that is, which is a building block out on the pyramids. That, in fact, is what I'm going to do. All right. Now, we obviously, y'all know, I went ahead and went up here for getting a craft and priestess stuff. So the one that kind of makes sense is go ahead and take the 1. And this says, when you have you placed at least 1 craft basket
Right.
out on into the temple? Well, the answer is no, not yet, but I'm going to. So taking that, this then comes onto my player board, leftmost space, like so, face up. Okay, haven't done it. And then finally, I get to advance 1 over here in the pyramid area. Okay, I have 2 options, neither of which is going to help me currently. Both start off the track. So the Queen's pyramids, it would go there. When this spot is hit, if you have
Eye of Horus.
an Eye of Horus,
I can't remember what it's actually called in the
It's a
game.
permission.
Yeah.
I can't remember the.
Eye of Horus, and then you get to place the Eye of Horus
Yeah.
out here onto one of the 3 Queen's
Building
temples.
a level in one of the 3 Queen's
Yeah.
pyramids.
So literally, we will place it out there because
Khufu.
that's Khufu.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. When we do that, sorry, wrong one. By the way, in a 3-player game, those start built, as you can see.
Yep.
But when you get out here, this is going to be end of era scoring. All right. For the 3 that are out here are for different crafts that you have on your player board. This is for every 2 papyri. I'm just having a little fun with that. And for every sphinx that you have placed out there on the board. So that is this part having to do with that track. The other one is here, you get to build a level of the Great Pyramid. Now, what one do you get to build? The one that's available, that it was randomly chosen. So when you do that, you get to play, you get that which you covered.
Whatever you covered plus whatever's on the tile.
Yeah.
Right. So I would get a fish
And
a fish.
If you want.
All right. Yeah. So that is what my options are. And then here, this is going to be
You get
Any 2.
Yeah, any 2 of these.
right. So again,
It's a more flexible version of the
Right.
construction action. Yeah.
you know what? I like fish. So I am
Sure.
blue. I will go ahead and I get 1 bump with that. I will go ahead, get a fish and 2 fish, and then randomly choose another one, and that is what the
heart
next one is. That's going to be score a point, or, well, advance your heart one, I should say.
Score 3 points.
Right.
Essentially.
Fair point. Ha. So 2 fish. 1, 2.
Yep.
All right. So now, just to recap. Place the worker. Did the tile. Did everything on the tile. Got all my bonus stuff.
Yep.
And now I discard that tile. Done.
Cool.
Shrey, you're up.
No, Ken's up.
Sorry, I'm habit.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on.
The trade
All right.
contract is baskets placed on here, right?
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. All right. So Ken, what? Obviously, you're placing a worker out there.
I am. So I don't think so. I'm we're thinking about this. This is going to be pretty expensive.
For whoever's not first.
Whoever's not first, it's going to be pretty expensive.
Yes.
That's right.
I mean, the being specifically going here is going to be potentially, could be 3.
Could cost 3.
Could be 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about that cost right there.
And it already is going to cost me 1 to go here. Right.
Correct.
So I would love to go there. This round, it might not be a great idea.
I thought it was a good idea to get out there first
Yeah.
while I could, if that's the spot I wanted, and it was.
So I'm considering the other 4. These are a little more expensive, but these, it's a little easier to control your costs because you can put one here, then move it over.
Right.
Right, and so you spend a little bit less money. I like all of the tracks that are still available to me. I do think I want to move my ships a little bit this round. I'm not sure that I'll do more than 1 sarcophagus, and I'm already kind of set up to be able to do 1. I don't know about sphinxes. I do. Okay, let's do this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to want to do that. So.
All right. So you pay no fish, and then. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Pay no fish.
Yeah.
And then I will do the actions on my tile, which.
Leave it where it was.
all
That's
right,
fine.
so-
Yeah.
So I'm going to take 1 step on the river track as well, and
Okay.
then get an activation just like you did.
Okay. Oh, one other thing I forgot. Apologies. Once you activate the boat that is there, it gets kicked out to the next
right.
available
Yep.
spot.
Yeah.
So Ken says he's doing the same, so
Yep.
that'll go there.
I will take the 2 papyri.
Okay, and hey, that gets kicked out right away, but
Yep.
also he gets to build.
Yep.
Doing the same
Doing
thing?
the same thing. I get a heart point, and
And?
I'll take a hecka.
So this will move over one step.
Yep. And we know the final one is a feather.
Yes, feather head.
Right. And that will come out.
Interesting.
All right.
And then the other part of my tile is to prepare a sphinx. So I just scoot it over.
You can stand them up once they're... there
sure.
you go. Yeah, there.
All right.
And just... It's easier to show.
And now I will place my tile over here. And it's Shrey's turn.
Well, that's the contract I wanted.
Yep.
So I could go after the permission contract. It just doesn't feel that appealing.
I mean, you can definitely do it this turn.
The permission contract?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's a
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, I can get it done. I don't. That's not what I was planning on doing.
yeah, well, and the other thing is like placing it so early before you've taken a lot of actions and even seen what your action tiles are.
You're kind of pigeonholing. Yeah. I'm going to go in this direction,
So
right?
instead,
You're losing some flexibility.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this worker. I'm gonna place him over here.
Yep.
All right. So again, costing 0 fish. So looking at the sarcophagi, as it were, and now Shrey.
It's a 3 ship movement with a single activation.
Okay. So that 3 ship movement is between all of your boats.
Yes.
So follow your heart
So
on that.
move 1 boat, 1 space into the
1.
river. Yep. And another boat, 2 spaces into the city that is 2 spaces away.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Now, it's important to note that, let me see your tile so I don't have to keep bouncing the cameras around. So this says you do all your movement and then you activate.
Yeah.
You can activate first and then do your movement.
You can, right, but it's not I'm going to do 2 and then activate and then what? No, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that said, I assume the activation, well, I shouldn't. You're going to take 2 fish or get one of those.
Yeah, I'm getting 1 feather right now. Oh no, I'm not getting a feather. That's the other reason I wanted to come here is because I wanted that block.
Right.
Ooh.
But if you take a papyrus, which you're about to,
You're going
to
to,
get
right.
at least 1 feather.
At the end of the round, you mean?
Yes.
Yes. And that happens before we do
Right.
trade scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Or a sphinx, which I probably will do eventually. Also, yeah, I'll take the hecka. I'll take the feather one. Yeah.
Okay, so three feather is the one you're taking,
That's right.
and then after you do that, we're going to come on up here to the papyrus,
Yep.
and
I will take one of these. So this one is free because it's the furthest left.
Right.
And then it's the cost is
right, but yeah, fair enough. It's your
So
left.
it's a 3 hecka, 2 hecka, 1 hecka.
That is the only place you pay that you need to spend hecka.
Right. So
by the way,
So if I was to take this one, these would slide
Right.
and refill. And then that goes on my player board. We'll talk about player board cost in a second. So this one does match that.
yeah. So if you notice, each of the papyrus has half of a symbol on both edges. When you place it on your board, it goes to the leftmost space on your board. When it places, if it completes, it makes a full picture of whatever it is. So for instance, using this one either, so when it's up, that one makes a full beetle like that, you're going to score a bonus point at the end of, at the end of the round during scoring.
So I will take the free one because why spend when you have to?
Okay, and now the costs are on your board. Go for it.
So it's going to go. So it goes down here in this area, and the first one has no extra cost. If I was to get another papyrus, it would go here. Has to go here, and then I would spend 1 more hecka, and then 2 more, 3 more, etc.
Right.
At the end of the round, these will all score and then go here for the next round. So we'll be clear again for the next round.
All right, so he got his papyrus. That kicks him out there, and you discard that. All right, so now the whole game is available to us, meaning we can place a worker, we can move it over, or we can take a papyrus tile. All right.
And you want snakes.
Yeah. So
And
what Shrey's talking about with the snakes.
what is that icon?
The double feather.
Is that
So
feather? Is that what
this double feather is
So-
the next icon for I don't know what it is, but whatever. This is Ken's icon. This is my icon, and that is Shrey's next icon. Now, that doesn't mean we have to take that one, but it kind of behooves you to do so, to move that along.
We've sort of decided that at least getting out to the 5th one where you get both scarab movements seems to be a pretty good idea.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not in a huge rush now to bump that over because I have no competition currently for that. So let me think. Do I want to take... I mean, I do really like that tile. That is actually pretty great given what it is that
You can get 2 movement out of it also.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. I think I will take that tile. I think we're just not going to mess around. So I will acquire a tile from here. So I'm going to take that tile. I have to pay 1 fish, down to 4 fish there.
Yep.
Then this will come over onto my board. And that does match icons there, so that will advance. I will immediately score 1 point. Woo! Running away with the thing. All right. Then I'm going to flip that over so I don't have to, or don't confuse myself, which I am apt to do. And then finally, I can do one of those 3 things. Those 3 things are, on the left, is activate a boat.
Yep.
Currently, that would mean I get 2 fish at the end. It's not any movement. It's just activate the boat.
Yep.
Build or advance 1 step, again, on any of the pyramids. Not terrible. Or advance a priestess 2 steps into the temple. Well, we've kind of...
Get 2 movement points. Because you can do 2 different priestesses.
Fair point. And that's the one we're going to choose. So now, talking about the temple over here. So, you take one of the 4 priestesses that are over here in the supply, and to move them in, it's going to cost 1 movement. So I could move that one in, and then I could move that one in if I want. Or, what I'm going to do, which is, that's 1, and then I will advance 1 more, which is going to be a 2nd movement. That's all my movement. Now, why does that matter? Because once I've acquired a craft under a basket, I then can place a basket out here onto those or those, which is going to be get me a bunch of stuff, move the obelisk, as well as complete my contract that I have for this round. So I'm good with that. But now, those are going to slide down, and that will refill with the next stop one.
Yep.
And done. That's me.
Cool.
All right.
So, I have some options here, but I think the option I'm going to take is to place another person.
Okay, go for it.
So I think I'm going to place another person here in the river trading area.
Okay.
Interesting.
Huh.
So since I've placed myself already, I have to pay 1 fish.
Yep.
And then I've got a tile action to do.
Just leave it on your board.
Okay. All right. So the tile action says I will take a papyrus, and then I can either place a sphinx at my current level or prepare a sphinx.
Right.
I can do these in either order.
Yep.
And so I think... I need to think about this for a second. I think I want to place the sphinx first.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
So I happen to have a sphinx already. And so I'm going to place a sphinx here.
All right. So that is... Let me get that. All right. Yep. All right. So...
There. Interesting.
Now, he has 2 options. There's 6 spots, but it's all about what level he's at on his Sphinx.
I'm doing this backwards. Sorry. I need to take this one
just
first.
kidding. So he's taking that. All
Taking
right, go
this
ahead.
first. That one's free.
Okay, done.
All right.
Then technically,
No,
at the end of your turn.
Yeah,
That's right. All right, so now, let's go ahead and look at the House of Life. So remember, all of our scarabs are implied at level 1.
Yeah.
Again, we're just removing them. And it says what level you can build a Sphinx on. Level 1. Once you reach this one, you can build on level 2, or level 1, level 3, or below. So on and so forth.
Yep.
So, with that said, sir...
I'm building on level 1.
Okay, so this side?
It's important that the Sphinx faces into the alley.
100%. Like,
Right.
that would
That's
just
just wrong.
be weird, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get to prep a sarcophagus.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that on my player board.
Okay.
I get to take a papyrus without paying Heka.
Right, and that includes that Heka as well as placing on his board
Right.
Heka.
So I'm pretty sure this is the one I need.
Yep, so,
Yeah.
and now, taking a look at that, you see that that's going to score him a total of 3 points because it's 1 per papyrus and 1 for the symbol that's completed.
3 feathers.
Sorry, I said points, didn't I? 3 feathers,
yeah.
which again, moving the feathers
Which
up
is
the track.
It's 6 points right now because of where my feather is.
Right.
So, and then I get 1
Activation.
of any of the activations of the sort of the little offices surrounding the necropolis.
Right, so that's what this symbol is. So
Yeah.
now that that's done, I will cover that, and then let's go over it. Go ahead, Shrey. What are those?
So you can get a basket or 2 fish. That's kind of nice.
Yep.
You can activate 1 of your boats.
Not
no,
move.
No movement.
Right.
Get a move a building block 1 step, either on the
Yep.
the Great Pyramid or a Queen's Pyramid. Move a priestess 1 step, or move up on the obelisk 1 step.
So the construction doesn't really help me. I'm not hurting for fish. Moving the priestess 1 is usually something you can do when you place
Sure.
an
Yep.
offering.
Yep.
So I'm going to take 1 movement on the obelisk.
Which gets you nothing currently. It will be points at the end.
Yeah,
of the
it's
round,
2 points.
but
It's
yeah.
2 points at the end of the round.
That's fair.
So yeah,
So and then discard your tile, sir.
and then my tile will go into the discard pile.
All right, Shrey, what you got?
Yep. I will. So if I do that, then that happens. I'm gonna be spending that. 4. Do I care about spending 4 fish? Or should I abandon that for this round? So I'm thinking. So I was actually, before Ken did that, I was thinking about going to the to this location, which I can still do. It will cost me 3 fish now, and then Ken would probably be prompted to move 1 over.
Yes.
And then I will be prompted to move mine over, so it'd be a total of 4 fish for me
right.
to do both those actions. I don't really want to spend 4 fish unless I just want to get in the way of Ken, which is always a plus. But
No arguments here. I mean,
it's really a plus for Edward.
I mean, that's
so I'm not going to do that. So my options instead are I'm going to do one of the other 3 tracks, which is I'm going to do this one, or this one. I've already got a mummy preparation tile out here,
right.
and,
I'm blue.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you don't. Nope, you do. Never mind.
Or I could just get started on some building
Some
options.
construction stuff. Yep.
Constructions. I haven't done a lot of construction in the previous game, so maybe I'll just start working on that.
Just
path.
try that.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that actually. So I will move. Let's do this one.
Okay.
So this is going to go out here. It's going to cost me a fish.
Yep. And then, what is the tile?
This is prep a mummy.
Yep.
And then either get a basket or move a priestess and put out a basket if I had one, which I don't.
He has baskets, but what he doesn't have is the craft.
Yes, I need the craft.
Which you need to be able to place the basket.
So I will take a basket, and as similarly to the papyrus, the crafts have a cost. The one for us on the left is 3,
fish.
then 2, then 1 fish,
Yep.
and this one is free. There's no additional cost for your player board. I'm not going to spend any fish because I suspect that I might be spending more fish later. So I'm going to take this ring.
Yep. And now that's going to be his last action. So Ken will go ahead and replenish that and slide those and everything. But while he's doing that, go for it.
So this must go in the bottom left corner of my pyramid here. I don't know if it's actually a pyramid.
I think so.
Something.
I think
and
so.
then the basket goes on top of it. That's in that location. The next one I take must go here. The one after that can either go here because you need supported to put one above it, or it can go here.
Right.
If you ever place them in the far right column, it costs. You get one or 2.
Move one of your baskets off of there so people can see the actual number. There you go. And you'll notice it's purple, so that means you get it immediate.
Yep.
Otherwise, red is at the end of the round. So, all right. So, slid, refilled, done. And I'm trying. So a little bit of a brain cramp as far as getting the craft. Oh, and discard your tile.
Oh, right.
Sir.
This one.
So that is take a craft, and then the being able to place the craft is when it's when she has it in front of her.
Yes.
That's what it is. So doing that, but I need to be able to take a craft, and I'm trying to remember how I'm going to go about doing that.
It's like this basket icon, right?
Right, but
Where
placing it is right. So
If you take tiles, that one lets you.
that is the one that lets you, right. Good call. And the other thing I'm looking at is the other icon on my...
Good call.
That is placing a sarcophagi, right? Yeah, all right. All right, I'm going to go ahead and place one out. And I have the mummy. I think that's the right thing. That's how it was going to happen. That's the order of operation. So now I already have a mummy prepped. I could prep another, get that. Yeah, all right, fine. I feel like I messed up. I shouldn't have taken the tile when I know you guys are planning on taking not that tile right away.
Yeah.
I lost the tempo a little bit, and so it's going to... I wanted to actually go up to the building spot, but now it's a little prohibitively expensive. So instead, I went ahead going there to prep sarcophagi. So that's going to cost me 1 fish. So 1 there. And then my action here is going to get 2 Heka. Which, what is Heka exactly? Do y'all know?
So it sounded like, based on just reading the rule book and knowing nothing else about it,
Okay, right, yeah.
that it's sort of like the concept of, like, have you ever, like, people talking about, like, animist religions, like medicine?
Okay,
So it's kind of magic,
okay.
but also sort of just, like, influence and power.
Yes. According to the rule book, Heka is the god of magic and medicine. As a deity, he did not have a following of cults or worship rituals. Heka also referred to magic as its practice. So it's also magic in practice. So
Okay,
it's the person
all right,
and the concept.
okay.
It's religious spells and superstition, magical text, spells and enchantments, that sort of thing.
Okay, so I got 2 Heka, and now I'm going to go ahead and place a mummy because I already have one prepped. I could prep another, but I'm going to go ahead and place the one that I have over there out. So, what do I want to do? So when I place, exactly, where I place, I have 2 options. Really, I have 6. It's level 1, so it's going to be the left column.
So this column.
Or this column. And so I have 6, but really I only have 2 because I want to activate that. You actually get to do what the intersection is of those 2 icons. So I would get to do this and that, or I get to do this and that.
Well, it's based on the level, right? So you get to do 1, 2, or 3.
That's right. That is right. And you know what? I like 3 heart. I got a bunch of Heka from that anyways. So I will go there. I'm going to get 3 heart. So that is, hey, that's good. And then I can activate that once or that once. And obviously it's going to be that one to be able to then come up here and grab a craft. And looking at what these are, so from right to left, the level 1 stuff, which is when I place out there, this says I'm going to get 2 heart. This one is prep a mummy. That is get a building block in advance 1. And I don't really have a super strong... heart's never bad. And it's free. So I'll go ahead and take the freebie.
That's the spirit.
Oh, you want it? Oh, what? Did you already have? No, okay. All right. Thought you were being coy. All right. Cool. Done. That's me.
Okay. Well, so here's my situation. So I'm probably not placing a second mummy this round.
Okay.
But I am going to place 1 because of this tile.
Facts.
Edward doesn't have any prepped, but Shrey does.
Yep.
He's also got a guy in the House of Light that will let him place 1.
Right.
And so rather than wait and be the 3rd mummy out, I'm going to go ahead and
be
take steps
mummy
to be
number
the
2.
second one.
Okay, all right. So
I'm going to place my third apprentice here, pay yet another fish, and then I will do the actions on my tile.
right.
So it says, take a papyrus
Yep.
and prepare or place a mummy. And so I'm going to place it in this spot here. It gives me 1 Heka and 2 heart points.
Yep.
And then I can either take 1 priestess movement or 1 activation on the river.
And that it would be 2 fish.
Would be 2 fish. I think, given that I only have 2 fish,
Have a couple
taking
fish.
2 fish sounds like a good idea. Yeah.
All right. And discard your tile, sir.
And I will discard my tile.
And now, so just to, I mean, I'm probably pointing out the obvious, but you'll notice all of Ken's workers are out.
Yep.
He has no tiles.
That's right.
So he cannot place any more workers.
We're moving into the next phase of my game.
Right.
I have to do things that are not placing workers.
Right, so he's going to push over
Yeah.
or take tiles. That's
That's right.
the rest of his round. All right, so Shrey.
Doing some math here.
Yep, go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, and a papyrus, Ken. That is correct.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, sure. So none of those match.
So take the free one.
So I will take the free one, and still pay 2 Heka.
Which you must.
Yeah.
Or you could choose to not take the papyrus.
Yeah,
I suppose,
but I think taking it
that never feels good.
probably is the right thing to
Right.
do.
So I have another worker to place. I could move this over just before Edward moves over to save me a fish there. I could also place my worker in one of the places that has two workers in it.
Or, I mean, there's only one there.
Yeah, I don't.
But there's going to be.
I don't want to go there. So, I mean,
This game is already playing out
So
totally
if I do
differently
that-
than our last game.
Yeah.
So the next time it would be. Yeah. All right. Let's move this over.
Boo! Boo that man! Boo his!
That's free.
That's so it costs no fish because there's nobody
Yeah.
here, and then
Correct.
I put my scarab. So my scarab was here, and
Right.
it moves over to there.
There you go.
And then I will prep mummy. So let's put it out.
Okay, so he's not choosing this one, he's choosing that one. And again, this is an instance of when it makes more sense for him. So doing that, so he's not getting the papyrus and preparing a mummy. All right.
So I will put my mummy out. Let's see. I've got a craft. I could use some fish, but I don't want to spend that entire thing just to do that. I could go here and get some fish. It's essentially the same as doing that. Let's not do that. I could get a building block. I don't mind that. I could move my priestess, which I will need to do because I have a craft, and I may not. There may be a limited place to do that, or I could get an obelisk. Obelisk moves are always good.
Never bad.
Never bad.
Never bad.
So I
Not one
like
time are
these
they bad.
3. I don't know which one I should take. Do I just lean into the building block thing, or you know what? I'm gonna place it here. I'm gonna get 2 Heka, 1
Heart point.
heart point, and I'm going to move a priestess up.
Okay, and somebody was asking here, I'm just going to show him this.
Oh, sorry. I'm actually
Got a papyrus and do one of those two. So there you
sorry. I'm actually not. I'm going to take the building block, not the priestess. I think I got some.
Should this
plans
one be
with it.
standing up?
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Go ahead, take your building block.
Okay.
Good call.
I go there, and I immediately place out this in the one place it can go,
So
Alright,
he
you're
gets,
getting a feather point.
and Heka.
Ooh, I could use some of that Heka.
right? Oh, that's really great. All right, so you'll notice all the level 1s are done. So now that's going to be the level 2 that comes out. Getting back to the temple. So because we're streaming, tend to have things laying down here. So when we move them, they're supposed to be technically standing up. Because when they place a basket out there, or a craft, as it were, then they're used and they can no longer place a craft until they are activated again by moving. So that's why,
Yep.
again, it's just habit for laying down. So, oh, by the way, I didn't explicitly say this, but if you're a fan of the show and you've watched it for any number of amount of time, the red X's, The votes for women access, those are just out there to show the 3-player.
The stuff that's blocked.
Yeah, that's blocked off for our game. Not a part of this game. Okay, just
Good to know.
Hey, just being clear.
Good to know.
All right. Well, now that he has already done that, I'm not in really any rush to move that over. So the two options are I could take a tile or place. Now, I might. I really wish I had a Sphinx prep. That's going to cost me 2 fish. That's expensive. I'm blue. So Arachnormus over on Twitch was like, Edward not being yellow is messing with my brain and my soul. For what it's worth, me too. But you know what? Go ahead and placing that. That actually makes sense. All right, fine. Ignore everything I just said, and I will go ahead and move this one over.
Okay.
Oh, that one. Okay.
There. So, again, I have a scarab out here. It now moves over
You
there.
have to pay 1 fish.
Pay 1 fish because of that. Thank you. Because I will forget that. All right. And now I can either get a craft, which I already have one, or I can get one priestess movement. And notice the basket that's in front of her means she's placing or offering a basket.
Yeah.
The offering of that good, technically. Whereas this one says you get to take a craft and move, but you do not get to place.
Yep.
And I think placing is a pretty good idea. So I get 1 movement and then place. So the movement coming out here, and I'm going to go ahead and just, again, because it's the first time we're doing this, bring that over to show folks. The movement is I literally have one choice, which is this, because this one is 2 movement to be able to do that. So there, and now I'm ready to rock and roll for both of those. Now, I obviously can only place on level 1 for the...
You can place on level 1 or level 2.
Right. You're right. I'm trying to... Oh, that's it. That is once you are here, correct? That you are able to...
That's the...
it's the same icon, though, isn't it, for being able to... help me out with the...
Oh, no, that's just the level of this.
That's it.
Right.
The level of where it's coming from. That's it. It's the same icon as... My bad. So, level 1, level 2, level 3. It's coming from level 1, so I then get to do just the level 1, which means no matter where I place it, I'm going to get 2 heart. So, go ahead, 2 heart. That's moving right along. So, now, looking at this, if I were to move 3 heart, that gets me another point. Not terrible. Or we could get some feather action going, which it's either 3, but also moving on the obelisk is important. But you know, I also need fish. So many issues. But I think what we're going to do is I'm good on Heka, so I think we're going to take that spot right there, which is going to be 2 feather and 1 obelisk. So the obelisk will bump up there. That's the green. And then the 2 feather, that will now cover that spot there. This will flip over on my player board to show, hey, that's done. And 2 feather, please, for blue.
2 feather for blue. There we go.
And now, so, not being pedantic here, just pointing this out. So at the beginning of the game, when your heart is here and your feather is there, you are on the hook for, you're losing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points. Currently, I am losing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's better.
Better than... Yeah.
That's better than 10, so done. All right.
Lie down.
Oh, and that priestess lies down. That is there. That's done. That's me.
So she can't make another offering until she moves at least once.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. I've been thinking about what I was going to do the whole time Edward took his turn, and I'm still not sure.
I tried to fill space, man. I tried.
No,
It's really hard.
You did great. So taking a tile is certainly appealing. I'm thinking about the 2 feather tiles. I'm still pretty convinced they're feathers, Shrey. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they're
You know
feathers.
what? I'm gonna look that up.
I don't think it's in the rule book.
And so there are two options for me. One gives me fish, and the other one I have to pay fish for. Naturally, the one I like better is the one I have to pay fish for. But it is also in a spot that will give me some stuff that might be useful. So I will take it. I'm going to take this tile here.
Ooh, spending 2 fish.
I'm going to spend 2 fish on it.
I mean, like it's his job. Just
Yep.
taking them, throwing them away.
I will place it face down in my area.
And where it is doesn't matter.
It has 2 feathers, so I will move forward and gain a point.
Yep. Point for pink. Go for it. Also, note that the point track goes anti-clockwise. Drives me nuts.
Really messed you up.
Really bothers me.
Yeah.
Do not like.
Yeah. So maybe there's some Egyptian reason for that. Who knows?
Probably.
And then I can either prep a sphinx, get a craft, or prep a sarcophagus. And I think, given that I'm on the sphinx track, maybe it makes sense to prep a sphinx?
Gooserino dropping all kinds of knowledge, by the way. While you're thinking, it's the scales of Mott, where the ib, or the heart of the deceased, is weighed against the feather of truth to determine the spirit's worthiness to proceed to the afterlife.
Yeah.
All right.
I like the idea of prepping a basket too. I just don't like the one that's free.
I mean, you got 2 fish.
Yeah, I do. No, I'll go ahead and prep a sphinx.
All right. And you're done now. So that will slide. That will refill.
Okay, well,
Shrey.
didn't clarify anything for me. Yeah.
And blue.
Yeah, it's checking that.
I'm constantly saying that to myself in my head.
Okay, so let's do the math again. 4. All right, fine.
Okay, do it. I don't know what it is.
Ken didn't move one over. I'll put one out.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
I'll spend 3.
Paying 3 fish like it's his going out of style. Down to 1 fish. And then over here on your board.
And then I prep a prop a sphinx.
Okay.
And get 2 block
Construction
movements. I will move this one twice, which activates that. Which is I activate 2 of these.
Yeah.
How about I take 2 fish?
I reckon so. All right. Makes sense. Arachnormus over on Twitch. If I own Tekenu and Teotihuacan, do I really need this one? I would argue you don't need a board game ever.
Strong statement.
But it's pretty good. We
Yeah.
like it. But, I mean, watch the playthrough and hopefully that helps you decide. So, Shrey did not help me.
It certainly didn't help me.
And Ken didn't help me. And what I mean by that is he didn't move that one over. Sorry, that one over. Or that one over. Now, I know Ken's next move is going to be that. Almost assuredly.
No, he could decide to be nice.
Sure, he could, but that's not in his nature. So...
I mean, you have this one to still move.
I do. Which is kind of boring. It's take a papyrus and prepare a mummy. I mean, it's something I'm going to have to do anyways. And that's actually a pretty good stall. So, I can place that, but again, for the reasons I just mentioned, not really ideal.
It's a stall
It's expensive.
that is not going to probably make an impact, since Ken will do this and then I'll do that, because... You know,
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe not. You might not.
to avoid paying 2 more fish.
Yeah,
With my
maybe.
lack of fish.
So it's going to cost me 1 fish which leaves me 1 fish. That's a problem. I am displeased at the order in which I've done things. But I think I will pay the 1 fish down to 1 fish. Then that... Oh, wait a minute. I will not do that. I have a spot.
Sure.
I mean...
If you want a goose one,
Yeah,
there are
goose.
3 good options for you.
They all pay
I might
fish.
argue there are too many options for
Yeah.
Right, and so what they're talking about is my next one is a goose, which is pretty good for me.
Nope, this should be here. Sorry.
All right, what? Okay, right. That is right. That's exactly what I want. So now the question is, I think because of that, I think I go there. I also am going to want that. That's 2 good options. I don't want to spend all my fish. I will go ahead and do that one. So I will spend 1 fish, regardless.
Yep.
I will take that tile. I will then... Oh, I could activate and get 2 fish. Oh, that feels so wasted. Get 1 construction. No, that's not in the plan. But yeah, no. It'll be to activate that for 2 fish. That gets me out of jail. That's me done. Those slide. And now, as telegraphed, I imagine, here's what's happening. All right.
All right. I'm going to move this over.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm going to place my scarab on level 2.
That's the only thing you get if you're going to do this, because stacking and getting them bumped, just help each other remember that, hey, that has to happen.
And I don't really have a great use for the double activation. Unless, if this one goes here, what happens? Does it activate, kick out, and then activate again?
If which one goes where?
That's a good question. When does the kick out happen? Immediately after the activation, right?
So I've got this 1 move, 2 activations thing.
Yeah. You cannot activate the same boat twice.
That's right.
Aha. Okay.
That is correct. Yeah.
Okay.
They must be different boats. So you either get 2 movement and 1 activation, or 1 movement and 2 activations, which the 1 movement, which to be clear, could be to move that and get 4 fish.
No, because the boats can't coexist in the same river spot.
They cannot. You are correct. They immediately go backwards. Everyone can only be in 1.
So I'm going to do this.
That is 2 movement.
Because not only does it give me 2 fish now, but it gets me across the line for 1 fish income.
Yep. So he gets 2 fish for the activation.
2 fish for the moment.
All right. He's done. And that is done. All right. Shrai.
They are reeds. Sure. No question was out there.
I'm glad.
Oh,
I'm glad you looked it up.
shoot. Arachnormus, thank you. I took the tile. It matched the symbol.
So you should get scarab movement. Yeah.
The scarab movement. So those are the 2 free bumps of scarab movement. I actually should do this before you guys do anything.
Yep.
So give me a sec. I totally forgot about that. So I can move any of them to level 2, or that one to level 3. So if I were, just indulge me, if I were to have it there, then when I move it over, I can activate one of those as opposed to preparing a mummy. But I actually think preparing the mummy is what I actually want to do, since I don't have any. So that's not what's going to happen. You know, I learned a valuable lesson by watching Ken last game. I think I will go ahead and activate that. Or advance that scarab from there to there.
Yep.
That feels good. All right, cool. Thanks, Iraq. All right, done. So, Shrai.
All right, I will do the obvious thing and move that over there for 1 fish.
Yep.
Save me 2 fish later, and then scarab comes out here. So 2 activations is nice, and I do need to. I've been eyeing this papyrus for several turns, worried that you're all just going to take the free one because it's free, but it actually works for me. So I'm going to make sure I get that.
Okay.
So, So the question is, do I want 2 fish and a contract, or do I want 2 movement, the contract but no fish? How important the fish? I think the fish might be important. I'm gonna get. I would like to cross the line though, like Ken just did, but I think it's too important to get the fish. So I'm going to run 1 and 2.
Okay, so 1 movement, 2 activations.
So let's move into the city. That's that one. Yep.
There. So that's the 1 movement. Activation is going to be 2 fish. And then 1 of these.
I will take the Sphinx.
Okay, that one. And then he's going to get a papyrus.
Right, which will be
the free one.
The free one.
Which is really 1.
Which is 1
hecka.
Because it's the second one, so it costs me 1 hecka.
And then it kicks out. But because you cannot have 2 boats or multiple boats in the same area,
yep,
it slides on back. And then those will slide over.
Yep.
And you got your fish already.
I got my fish.
Okay.
George asks, Edward, tell me you're going to play this solo. I don't know, Ken. Are we going to play this tag team solo?
I'm into it.
Okay, so probably. During the Patreon drive next month is when that's probably going to happen, if Shrey doesn't mind us bumming it.
Yeah.
Okay, so nothing has changed board state-wise.
Mm-hmm.
We have established that. So now I'm going to stall again with the other stall that I was going to do, which is that. Place that out. I will do that, which will just mummy
And papyrus.
and papyrus. I don't care.
It also costs you a fish for the
movement. Thank you. That was that.
and that's it, right?
I think.
Yep. Unless you.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. Okay, done. All right.
To me. All right, so I've got 2 friends over there that I can move. Doodle-doo-doo.
So what do y'all think? For those that haven't played this, and honestly, all y'all, are y'all able to follow along? Everything making sense?
Gosh. I just really don't like that one.
What one?
So I'm thinking about which Sphinx to do.
Okay.
And so I guess I could just prep one and take a craft, but I really don't like the crafts that are available to me
It's
right
just
now.
extra fish.
Yeah, spend 3 fish. Oh no, you don't want that on the first level though.
What a great idea.
Yeah. I mean, the scarab is really nice.
Scarab's nice if you get it on level 2.
It's on level 2.
That's right. So, I could do that, but it really feels like too much, but maybe it's the right thing to do. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to move this guy over.
All right.
When I do, I can bump my scarab by 1 in this area.
In fact, you must.
I must? I can't turn it down?
Don't be difficult.
And then I can either take the action I'm on, which is to get a basket and prep a Sphinx, or I can place a Sphinx.
And
I'm in a position to place a Sphinx.
right.
And so I think, man, I'm not in love with this, but I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to place the Sphinx here.
Let's see down there. Thank you. All right. Must face inboard.
Yep.
2 fish.
2 fish.
And then 2 river movement and an activation, sir.
2 river movement and an activation. So I 8 total baskets by the end.
That's a lot of baskets.
It's a lot of baskets. I'm just straightforwardly not going to be able to do that this round.
That seems unlikely. Getting to level 9, or the 9th step on the Great Pyramid, having 4 different, which is, I would argue, half as hard as that one.
Those are both real doable.
Not this round, but...
Not this round so much. That's right. Wow. Maybe this is just totally weird and wild, but I think what I'm really gonna do is yeah, no, let's do it. Alright, so we'll go here.
2 movement.
But I can't place a papyrus. That's the thing that sucks about that one.
Because he doesn't have enough Heka.
Yep.
Heka, right? I'm saying that right? It's not Heta. Yeah, it's
Heka,
Heka.
yeah.
Yeah, Heka, yeah.
I guess I could
Ankh,
just...
if you will, but yeah, whatever.
But am I ever going to do that one? Alright, so we're going to do that.
All right, that's 2 movement, gets 1 activation. I'm assuming that looks like 3 fish.
3 fish, yep.
Okay.
So you got a lot of fish there.
I'm in good shape on
You
fish.
are
Trey.
you are swimming in fish. I can't
Not with the fishes.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
We'll see how this turns out. But,
Yeah.
All right, Shrey.
All right, I'm taking a tile.
All right.
I'm taking the tile. Oh, I could take this one also. Oh no!
It's just 3 fish.
It just came out though. Oh, that's tempting.
Because those icons are such a driver, but so are the
I'm
actions.
taking this one.
The action's really good, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So it's costing me 3 fish.
Yeah.
All right.
It goes here. So that doesn't happen yet. And I get 2 block movement or anything else, but 2 block movements
Yes.
is awfully nice. So I will take 2 block movements.
1, 2. So he gets the build.
Let's place that on the fish because I need some fish back.
So fish and a feather.
Feather for yellow, please.
For yellow.
Heka came out, and then over there, Shrey, you advance your block.
Right, yes. So I get a point.
Get a point.
And this will slide down, which is what Ken would like, although it's
Okay.
expensive. But he's got a lot of fish.
I'm not worried about expensive.
Yeah.
So what blows me away is I went so hard on the river last game and got smoked by these guys.
Yeah?
And that was my first play of it. And now you guys are going heavy on the river.
I have done 1 movement on the river really, and then
Okay, which is
activate it once.
heavy.
Ish.
I am legitimately kind of blown away at that. I am really, really surprised. I literally only have 1 choice on what I can do. I cannot move over.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot take a tile, so I must place an apprentice. So that is literally my only option. And when I do, I'm going to figure this out afterwards. I'm going to get 2 heart
Oh, sure.
for blue. And prep a sphinx, because I have none prep, so that doesn't matter. That will go away. Okay, so now the question is...
There's 4 places you can place it without losing in the action, because you only have 2 fish.
Oh, fair. All right. So I have 2 fish. So I could place 1 there, and then there. That is legit.
Yep.
I cannot go there, which is really where I wanted to go.
Right.
But I anticipated not being able to, and that's why I took that bump where I did on that. So literally I only have...
Yeah, you can go here for 0 and then 3 later, 0, 3, and then 1 in.
Right,
and,
because I can gain a fish
Yeah,
by taking that.
Right,
But honestly, the second action that I wanted was that one anyways, which will cost me 1 fish.
There
Call
you
it
go.
good, done. Okay.
All right, so back to me, and I have to decide whether I want to take this now. I think I do. I think I do. Yeah, it makes sense to take it now. So I'm going to spend 3 fish. Wow. Down to 6. That's going to let me take this tile. The snake matches here, so I will get a scarab movement. And the scarab movement will be... Interesting.
I just realized I didn't have the cameras up on this. I have failed y'all. Hey, there we go.
I'll take a scarab movement here, because that'll let me do a level 2 Sphinx, which I will have
Next round.
Next round,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
And then I get 2 construction. I'll take it on
or something else down there if you want, but are you taking the 2 construction?
Yeah, I'll take the 2 construction. That takes on the King's Pyramid. So
Fish?
I'm going to take a Heka.
Uh-huh.
And
a feather?
Yeah, it's got to be a
So
feather.
he's getting 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm getting 4 currently.
Yeah, the feather's the only answer. Yes.
No, because I'm gonna get another.
Oh, okay. See, you guys are planning so far ahead that further than I am.
Yeah. So I think I'll take a heart point. In my game those are harder to come by.
Okay.
So
All right. And refill. And when this runs out,
we just
don't
flip that-
shuffle.
just flip it over.
flip them
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to take a tile. I'm going to take this tile.
So get a fish, and then either a papyrus or a heka.
Yeah, neither really. Does oh wait, this one does match. Oh,
So that's 3 heka.
so it'd be 3 hecka, which I have. Sure, let's do it. It's a heck of good tile. Had to be said at one point. And then also it did match. The icon does match.
Yep.
So I will get it.
Now you get a.
Well, I might as well do the one that I'm about to execute.
Yep.
So
Seems sensible.
yeah.
And
All right.
Those do
Yep.
conveyor down. And it's a snake.
So my next one are dual reeds, which is 3 fish, which ain't happening currently. So
Spend a fish to
yeah,
Sphinx.
I think we will just do that. Spending my last fish, I am fishless. I'm like a nugget. There, I have a Sphinx,
Yep.
or I can take another craft.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is I'm fishless, so I haven't. Oh God, I really like that, don't I? I do. That's good. Fish, it's a level 1, so it would be that. Not that. Getting a good and an obelisk. There it is. That seems like the right answer. All right, so I will place a Sphinx. And I will go ahead and place here, which is going to get me a bump on the obelisk.
Yep.
And when I do that, that's going to get me an income of a heka. That's a heka good deal. And then here, I think I'm okay with that.
Well, you can't afford the others.
No, I know. I'm just debating whether or not I pivot a little. The only other option I'm thinking about is this one.
Sure.
Nope, that's the right answer. So I will go, and that'll be on the level 1. There. And that is blue.
All right. So I have 2 different things left that I need to do.
Take a tile and bump over.
Take a
right?
tile and
Yeah.
bump over. So I
Yep.
think it's bumping over time. I'm gonna bump over here. That cost me 3 fish from 6 down to 3.
And that.
Scarab moves once. Yep. I get 3 movement and 1 activation. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And I will activate in the city. So I will
Okay.
take the only tile I can.
So there. Andy is going to get a papyrus for
I'll
doing
get a
that.
papyrus. Yep. Oops.
Sorry.
I have just enough Heka to take the free papyrus. So that's what I'll do. Goes right there.
And spend your heka.
Oh.
Wait, you have 1 left, or do you have 0?
Oh, no, 0.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, this track doesn't have a 0 space, which is interesting. I mean, it has a 0 space. That's
Yeah,
one
it's
icon.
the actual
icon
icon
yeah.
itself, right?
It might
yeah.
be nice if they put a 0 on
Yep.
that. All right. I am going to move my guy over.
Mm-hmm.
So this will move there. I will take 2 block movements, which will both be here. Which don't need nothing triggers.
And then one of those.
One of those. Fish is always good, since it can get expensive. Yes, fish.
Oh, sorry, this got kicked out.
Yeah, correct. Thank you.
I took the fish.
All right. Well, my only option is take a tile. I have no fish, so my only 2 options are those, neither of which are going to match. It's not the end of the world. It slows me down a little bit, but so be it. I like both of those, I'll be honest. Getting another good, that seems good, but I'm fishless. So getting 3 fish seems like a good idea,
Yeah.
I think. Also getting a papyrus, which I have plenty of Heka to be able to do so. I think there's just a lot of reasons to take this one, so that'll get me a fish when I'm taking that. So there's my fish. And then I will go ahead and take the free papyrus that matches, and that will cost me 1
Very
Heka.
nice.
Those will slide. That comes down. Now, my round is technically over. So now is a good time, like I can,
Yeah.
obviously, while they're getting those ready. And
Not
there
a
we
lot
go.
of suspense for me either.
What do you need?
Uh,
None of those work for you.
No. I took
that's
I
right.
happened to take the
So-
one that
I think the one that I like the best because of what's on the tile and because of what it allows me to do.
this round or the tile itself.
Both.
Okay.
Both is this one.
Okay.
So
Pay a fish.
I'm going to pay a fish. I'm going to take the tile. I don't match, so that is what it is. And then I can do one of those 3 things. Single construction. I guess it is a point, but it's not very exciting. 2 priestess movement. Maybe I'm ignoring that, and I shouldn't be, but I just can't see why I should do it. I don't even have a basket right now. So I'll take a single activation. Given
sounds
where
like
my
fish.
boats are, it's going to be 3 fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do 2 fish.
That's an interesting idea. I'm going to
You
think about
could.
it for a sec.
Okay. Shrey, last action of the round.
Yeah, I mean that's the one I wanted,
Sure.
but
Now there's a new one that's up there. Look how exciting that one is.
yeah, it's not. So do I take the goose just to get the match so that I can get to the second scarab quicker, or do I? This one's also reasonable because I have a basket.
Prepped, right. And that allows you to prep another one, but also place.
But I would, yeah, I'm going to do that. I dislike it, but I'm going to do it.
Pay a fish.
I'm going to pay the fish. So go here, and then I will take verifying. I could really use the fish. Oh yeah, I can get fish here.
And you can grab
Yes, I will get
1 fish and something else, or 1 fish, 2 fish.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. So I could get to here if I take the or the feather. Or so I can save a point if I take the feather. Or I'm taking 1 fish for sure. The question is, do I take? I might want more papyrus later, which would be Heka really. It's awful. I'm taking the Heka. I think I'll need it.
Depending on that's the heart, right? We were talking about, or no, that was the reeds, and then I was thinking it was offal.
Yeah.
Not, get it? Offal? No. All right, anyway, so that's the end of the round. So technically now, we actually come up here and start doing the end of round stuff, which is the harvest.
Yep.
All right? All right, so papyrus. I'll show mine, and then you guys can do yours freely at that point. 1, 2, and a match. That is going to be a total of 3 feather.
Blue.
I feel you. Okay, done. Then these will reset and come over there. Done. Y'all go ahead and do yours.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That seems not terrible.
I'm also 1,
Yeah,
2,
Shrey's
3,
five
4,
as well.
5.
Okay. So
That was the rolling.
right
And
now
then
the next.
everything else scores points, which is why it's in a separate little box.
Right. So now we score points. So you know what? We're zoomed in on that, and you can see it right now. I'm going to score 1, 2, 3, 4 negative points. So
From 11 to 7.
right, and that's why you start at 10, and then go for it, Trey.
I'm yellow, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 negative points. So I go to 5.
And I'm pretty sure I score 5 negative points.
He does.
Yep.
All right. Next one is completed contracts. I have a basket out. I have completed that. I flip it over. I will score 1 point.
And that will score again next round.
And the round after that.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
I have 3 feathers. I don't have a sphinx out, so I don't flip this one yet, so I get 1 point.
And I have 2 papyri, but not 2 different crafts.
So everybody
I-
scores
1
1
point.
on
Yep.
all of those. All right. Next are sarcophagi. There.
Yep.
So looking at those,
So this is the intersection of these two.
Right,
So it's
that's
a
going
1
to
and a
be
2, so it's
3
3 points.
3 points for blue.
3 points for pink,
Yep.
and just 2 points for yellow.
Okay. And now moving over, what's next?
The obelisk.
Okay. So the obelisk over here is going to be 2 points for blue and pink.
That's it.
The end. Okay. And now moving back over to it.
The pyramid.
Pyramid. All that scoring. So coming over here, yellow is going to get 6.
2, 4, 6.
Pink is going to get 1. And blue elects to not take part
And
in
then
this.
if
this
there
round.
are any permits in there, they would
Right.
also score this one.
Which there will be starting probably next round.
I kind of
is
wish
my
that
guess.
they put like an icon or the VP icon somewhere in that
Right.
area just to remind you.
Totally fair. All right, that's the end of the first round.
Wow.
So
I did not intend to be first in VPs. That's not what I wanted.
so you are dead
Right.
last. Okay,
Yes.
so now we're doing this phase, which advance the book. Okay, done. Next, get your income of fish and heka.
I get
So
2 fish, no heka.
and the reason he gets 2 fish is because he has a boat past that. That's 2, and nothing else past that.
Yep.
Nobody else gets any fish because nobody passed that. And then over here on the temple, I'm the only one. I'm going to get 1 heka there. Now, you see these icons. We haven't covered this yet. That has to do with Ta, I think is the...
Yeah.
Yeah, Ta. When you cross that or land on it,
Yep.
you get that, which is get a good without paying any price. Choose any one and add it to your board.
And this is a tile that was randomly put
Yeah.
out there. There's
There's
like
like
6,
7 or 8 of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of them. So, all right. So I get my 1 heka. Okay. Done. And we're not done yet. So now, retrieve your workers back, your apprentices, and blue. And now, the House of Life shifts. So that drops to there, this drops to there, that drops to there. Okay, done.
That's that. Then
And then moving back up there is now I will put out level 2s. There will not be any 1s that come out, and those will be only on the empty spots, all the empty spots on the river here. So just go left or right. So that is
space
4
4
on your matching tile track.
Yep.
2 scarabs that total up to 6 boosts.
2 specific. It's
Yeah,
not
right.
at least 2. It's 2 of your scarabs have to be at 6 total, like you said. That is, have 2 boats having at least an income
Yep.
of fish, which currently is nobody, but Pink's close. Have 3 sarcophagi out, and that is 2 of those.
2 permits out.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, and that is almost it. The last thing we need to do is adjust turn order based on turn on points. Lowest points goes first. Existing remains. So we're tied as last, and you're in first by a long shot.
Are you
Okay.
sure it doesn't switch if we're the same?
Hold on, let me check. No.
Okay.
Okay. Actually,
No, I'm pretty sure you're right.
I'm 99% sure, but let me just double check. Remain as they are. Okay, cool. All right. So you've seen the whole game now, effectively. Now it's just better and more.
I've seen the game.
Oh, all right. So placing one out. I need to do this as soon as possible. Which one makes the most sense to activate? I'm not sure which one I'm actually doing here,
Yeah.
but I'm going to go there.
One fish.
It'll be that one. I will spend the one fish, and then I will activate that, which gets me 2 fish. And then I get 2 building. And the 2 building will be 1, 2, which will be 2 of those.
Yep.
Which one is definitely going to be a fish.
Mm-hmm.
Do we do another fish or do we do a heart? Those are the only 2 things that make sense currently. Fish or heart. You know what? I'm struggling a little for fish income. So while the heart is wonderful, I think I need to guarantee myself the fish. So done. That's me. This will go up. Fini.
All right. So I, as ever it is,
Yeah.
have to place a guy. I'm going to place here. That is free. And then I will do the action on my card. It says I get to take a craft.
Yep.
And then prep a sarcophagus or prep a sphinx.
Yep.
And I will take a craft. I will take the free one. Because I actually kind of like this one. One construction, not so bad.
I know it's at the end of your turn, but you're not taking those, so that's fine. Go ahead and fill it, Trent, please.
And then I will prep a sphinx with my other action.
And discard it, sir.
And then it is discarded.
All right, Shrey. So when we're not walking you guys through actions, the turns actually go pretty quick. So it's going to be a lot less camera movement now and more just powering through this now. All right?
There's multiple places I think I know. I want to take 4 of these this round,
Perfect.
but I can only do 3 of them. So which is the one that I don't do? That's the question.
Well, I have dissuaded you well on one
Sure.
to possibly
Yes.
not, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I've made it really expensive.
Yes. I hate not doing that, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a guy out. I'm not sure which tile I'm going to activate. I'm going to put him here.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
other one? I might do this one to get some fish, or I might do this one to get a mummy prepped. No, I'll do this one. So it is get 2 fish, yay,
Right?
and then 2 movement and activation. Okay. 5 papyrus, 3. I have 3 papyrus, right? Yeah. 3 baskets. No, 5 papyrus is not bad. 9 on the block. Oh, that's not bad either. And that would get me a heart.
I guess that makes the most sense. Yeah, okay. Got my next turn.
Yeah, pass me the. I'll move my guy to the middle city on the bottom.
You are yellow.
Yellow.
So moving
1, 2.
2.
That's my movement.
Okay.
And then I'll activate 1, which is where he is, and I'll take. I get a heart, and then I'll take the 9. Yes, that one.
Okay.
Seems like you're in good position
Yeah,
to do that.
that will
Okay.
happen.
So we already got the heart done.
Yep.
Okay. All I'm deciding is which of these 2 I'm definitely going. Shoot, where'd it go? Right here.
Okay.
That is a absolute. I have to. Is it? Yeah, I think that's the right answer. So now the question is which one here? So getting another good. I don't want that one. I do have the fish. Oh, God. That's terrible. I just realized both of those, neither of those, I should say, do I want.
Oh, because they match your
Yeah,
existing. Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Well, these are only 2 and 3 fish, respectively.
As a guy who's hurting for fish, I am not going to. Yeah, that's the right answer. I will activate that one. So that's going to get me a heart, please, for blue. And then I am not going to take the good. I am actually going to get 1 priestess movement and place that good. And it's a level 1, so I'm going to prep a second mummy there. So I will do that while I'm here. So that goes there. Placing this out and 1 movement. 1 priestess movement. By the way, that kicked out 2.
Oh, yes. You should be there.
There. All right. So for the temple, I get 1 movement, and so that movement will be there, laying down. Technically, should face where she made the offering.
Sure.
So now it's a question of what is it that I want. Fish is good. Oh God, this is so good. This is so good. This is perfect, actually. So I will go there, which is going to be 2 fish and an obelisk. And the obelisk is going to score me 4 points at the end of the round, but more importantly, that bad boy.
Take a free one.
And that bad boy is going to be take a free of any 2 fish, so I don't forget, up to 6. Now we're good on that. And there is an obvious answer here, I think. The free one is going to be that one, which is going to give me a free bump and a point. So that is the no-brainer, and that will go under the level 2. There.
Chad is asking if you paid your fish for this guy.
I thought I did, but somebody verify whether or not I paid the fish or not. Arachnormus is not sure if I did, so. Oh no! That hiccuped. Okay. All right, that's me. Done. Go.
Okay. I'm going to go here.
Ooh.
And I'm going to pay a fish.
Interesting.
What?
Seriously? Glory to Rome. Or glory to Memphis. I really thought he's not going to double up there.
Yeah.
I
I wasn't expecting that either.
no,
It'll
that's
allow me
why
to
I chose where I did, damn it.
prep a Sphinx.
You're a terrible human being.
And then I can take 1 priestess movement and place an offering. So I need Heka, so it makes sense probably to place over here. I get 1 Heka, and I get 1 obelisk movement. And
that lays
that
your priestess down,
priest
right?
slides down.
Okay.
Yes, she does.
All right. All right, Shrey.
So I just want to I'm just want to make sure that we actually understand what this one is. Is it 6? Am I at 2 or am I at 3 for the purposes of that tile?
That's a good question. Yeah, that's actually a really fair question.
It's on
okay.
it's on the back. That specific tile. There's a 3-3-1 on there.
There it is.
This must be 2.
The indicated
so.
number of steps. So now the question is, during setup, step 22 on the scarabs says on the starting space of each. So no, I would argue that it is a total of 6 steps. This
1, 2.
3, 4, 5. There are 5 steps on each
100%
of them.
agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Right, because there is a 9 also out there, and so then that would be like a 5-4. All right.
Okay, apparently I didn't pay the fish, so I will pay a fish.
All right.
Okay, there
I'm
we
gonna
go.
move this one over. Actually,
I'm so angry at you right now. Yeah, I know you don't care, but I'm just.
I didn't do it to mess with you.
I know you didn't.
It's my plan.
No, I just really didn't think you were going to double up on that. Oops. That's why I chose that one.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that.
Whatever. All right. So pay a fish.
Pay a fish.
And now this will bump over.
I'll take 3 movement and activation.
All right. So choosing that one. So 3 movement.
So one
and
movement
one
is going to be
activation.
into the first city from the whatever that area is.
Here.
Yes.
So into that. That is 1 of 3 movement.
Second will be move this boat 1 step.
That is 2 movement, and I'm just saying, if you move to that unlocks that one.
Yeah, but I
Oh,
don't.
I'm just
have it.
saying.
I mean, I could instead move in there and then maybe get it later. But I'm not a.
Hey, time roller, what's up?
Move the boat that just moved into the city that's above it. All right.
3 movement.
That's my 3 movements and
1
I'm
activation.
gonna
So
take-
it's either 3 fish, that one, or that one.
It's this one.
Okay,
Which gets me a block.
and that does.
Mhm.
And that
Nothing
will...
right now, but moving
Well,
towards
no.
it.
In fact, it is. In fact, this.
Oh, it is.
Well, sure.
Yeah, okay, fair point.
So like I said, nothing right now.
Right. Yeah. Fair.
I feel fulfilled. So.
Okay. Well, let me. That's pretty tasty. But I don't know that it's necessary. It is not. Okay. I'm not placing my last worker. That I've established.
Okay.
So the question is, taking a tile. None of those tiles are playing well for me. It's the dual read. And none of those are dual read, nor is the next one a dual read. You have 1 on your board. They got to be coming.
They're in there.
This is where I was with the snake the whole first round. I was like, where the hell is the snake? Finally, one did come out, but like I had to really wait and wait.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to stall a little on that. So I'm going to actually move one of those. Now the question is which one? And I apologize that I'm having to work through this on my turn. So if I move this over, I get to place a mummy and then get a papyrus. Not terrible. Which then would get me... That's less important. No. The bump there, okay. An activation, no. Or that. Which that allows me to get 2 and then... Yeah, I think that's the right answer. So we will do the top one. That is 0 fish.
Mm-hmm.
Then, you know what? I'm not yellow. Damn it! All right, we will go there. One block isn't terrible.
But you probably want to take it on the non-queen
Correct.
side.
Oh, no, I want to take it on the queen side. Because it gets me the prepping of the Eye of Horus.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you can get the prep and still take it on the king side.
Oh, yeah, I know. And then, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So we will prep. It's Kofu. Kufu. And then I will go ahead and get my extra point on that. Done.
Sweet.
Done. Whee.
All right, I am placing this apprentice down in the Sphinx
Okay.
area.
We'll allow it.
It's free.
And
I will take these actions. So one is to take
thank God.
a
Yes,
craft.
get it moving, baby.
I do think I want that one.
That works out. That's fine.
Yeah, I do think I want it. So it's going to go here.
And then you get
Two
two
construction points.
I assume.
Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable.
And now I get to build. So you
I
will
am
get an
getting a
Ankh,
Heka.
or a Heka.
And I think I'll take a hard point. That's how you always build a pyramid. The
Kitty corner. Yeah. Right.
What comes out hard? Okay.
All right. There we go.
All right. Well, I'm placing a guy out.
All right.
I'm going to place this guy out here for 1 fish.
Okay.
I will get 2 block movement.
Well, and prep your mummy as well.
And
Yeah.
I prep my mummy. And I will get 2 block movement, which will be this one, which will place that on top of.
So it's a heart and.
So it's a heart. And feathers maybe necessary. No, I want the Heka. And this will go out. Done.
All right. Y'all are not cooperating. This is really frustrating. All right. So what action do I want to do that?
Oh, sorry, everybody.
Thank you.
Sure.
So if I go there, I can place that out, which now I can take that. It's still. That's actually not terrible. That's the one I want. But I think I can wait. So if I wait, then I take one. What one do I want to take? All of them are boat movement, which is crazy.
Yes.
That first papyrus really kind of sucks. The first 2 papyrus actually kind of suck. Okay. I don't necessarily want priestess movement. 2 fish. Get that. No, I don't want that. 2 building. 1 there. That would get me a fish. Oh, it gets me a fish and a feather, which... Yeah. And 2 point. Wow, this is not awesome. So building that, let me just try and work my way out of my little puzzle here. So it's a level 1 still. And it no, we're gonna take a tile. That is 100% what we're doing. The question is which tile. None of them match. So looking at the secondary actions, I think is what's going to drive this for me. This one, I think, is probably the right one. It's less about that and more about this. None of the other actions really excite me too terribly much. So, you know what? And it gets me fish, so let's do it. I'll take that, which will get me a fish up to 6. I'll take that tile. And I'm okay on Heka right now, so I will take the papyrus. I'll take the freebie. It's not great, but so be it.
There weren't any matches on the board, so it's
Yeah.
not like you're really missing out by not taking that other one.
Hey! Oh, sorry. No one saw that. There. Apologies. Oh, let me clean that up a little. My reeds, though, have shown up. Is anybody else on the read?
No.
By the way, all the player boards are they're symmetric except for that track. The order in which those are is the only asymmetric, and that's just random.
Yep.
So, all right, cool. Hey, Panda Angel, what's up? Playing a little Men-Nefer today. All right, Ken, what you doing? You're not placing workers.
Well, that is the tile I want. And
Which means it's this one or this one.
It's this one.
yeah.
Okay.
It's one I would love to get as my the third tile I get this round. But
Yeah.
So
I'm
three
gonna go ahead and
fish.
take it. Paying 3 fish.
Okay.
that is a very good tile.
Flip it over.
Flipping it over, getting 1 point, please. And then 2 construction.
Yes. I assume here.
Maybe. No,
Well,
yeah.
he
yes.
does- he
You
doesn't
you
have-
have a permit, so yes.
Yeah.
But I can take 1 on each.
You can take.
You
one,
could take one
I
on
will,
each.
I will take 1 on each.
Okay, so
All
we'll
right.
back that up 1 and bump that onto the track.
Yeah.
There we go.
And this will come down.
Going Sphinx heavy, it looks like. Okay.
All right. So that was disappointing.
Well, I'm on the board. Okay, Shrey.
Do I take a tile now? They're just fine.
What icon you're looking for? Duck?
Yeah, I got a couple of
Oh,
options.
yeah. I mean,
Neither of them excite me,
yeah, no, that's kind of where I was
and
with it.
I don't want to miss out on more stuff like that. So, so sure, I will take a tile. The other option is to do that and to do that. I don't need to do that yet. I can wait on that. So I'll take this tile for a fish.
Get a fish,
Get a fish.
and I assume a papyrus.
Yes. Again, nothing matches, right? No, this one matches.
It does with the last one.
And maybe more.
One
Yeah,
hecka.
I'll do that. You never know.
Beard has come out. More importantly, you saved me a fish, and that is the perfect tile for me. I'm so
it.
happy at this. So I will spend 2 fish for that. There, taking that. It does match, which will be 1 point for
Yep.
yours truly, please.
Your okay.
Blue. Okay. And now, one of these, I don't think it's going to be the mummy. I think we're going to take the good, and that'll cost me 1 fish. Oh, sorry. So 1 fish, taking that 1 there. Okay, that's me. I was so willing you to take a tile on that turn.
Yeah, and it made sense. So. Oh. I didn't actually move my.
And get a
and
point.
Take a point.
Yep, fair enough.
Should probably do that.
Okay. I'm going to move here for free.
We'll allow it.
My scarab goes over here.
It does, on level 2. And are you, I assume?
Yes.
Okay,
So I'm going to stand her up and take 1 movement point.
okay, and
Then I will place this offering. I think it's 2 heart points and a obelisk movement.
all right, so 2 heart for pink and 2 obelisk.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, which then gets you
Yes,
any one
that's
of
right.
those.
And I think the one
And
I
the extra
like,
one came from his tile there.
Yeah. I think the one I like is this one that gives me a scarab. That seems nice.
I wanted that one, but it just wasn't going to work out for me. So,
Yeah.
and done. I knew if I waited long enough, you would get the hell off of that. So you would move that over.
All right, I'm going to move this over.
Pay a fish
Pay a fish.
for that. Advance. And I assume you're doing that. Khufu and
Yeah.
2 building.
Yeah. So I'll take the Khufu.
Where are the building? coming
Right. So
from?
I could put the Khufu out right now.
Yep. And then you'll score it at the
Yeah,
end of
let's
the
do
round. Okay, so that is yellow. We'll go there. So he gets to place that on one of those.
And I have 1 craft.
Mm-hmm.
I have 1 Sphinx that is prepped not even out and not out there.
And
So
pair
hey,
of papyrus. There
I
you
might
go.
do that.
So currently that will score him 2 points.
Yep.
Or
Yep.
4 points. 2 now, or 2 at the end of this round, and 2 at the end.
Go ahead and
of
build a level
later.
so we remember there's
Oh,
only
yes.
2 levels remaining.
yes. Because you could so in a 3-player game only 3 pieces can be
Yeah.
put there. So
Yeah.
That actually does matter.
Steven asks, who do you think will be the weakest Sphinx? Let's see. I noticed you weren't drinking, so I thought that was a good time.
That's a good time. It's definitely a good time, yep.
Okay, so now that I have successfully stalled, I think that's what we want to do now, right? Do I want that? I mean, it's the right answer. Let's go ahead and do it. I will go ahead and place my last one, and that will go here, paying 1 fish.
Yep.
For the privilege for doing so. And then when I do that, I'm going to prep another Khufu. So a second one goes out there. And then I get to acquire another craft. And that will go here. The craft that I want is going to be one of the first 2. So then the question is, it could be level 1, it could be level 2. Now the interesting thing about this is the level 2s on that aren't terribly exciting for me. But I think I will go and take the freebie, and you can go and refill those. And now the question is, where do I place it? So it gets me a boat activation if I put it on level 2. If I put it on level 1, it frees up all the level 2s. But the problem is, there are 5 different resources, right? Or 5 different types of goods, which this is the 5th type.
That's what we think.
Right. I think that it's just 5 on those. So that is the last one. Do I want to give myself the ability for... No, you know what? Let's not overthink it. Let's go level 2 with that one. Going there. Done. Okay.
Good?
Yep.
All right. Well, forces my hand a little bit. I'm going to move over here while it's still relatively cheap. Pay 1 fish to do so. My scarab moves up 1. I am... Yep, I can take 2 movement points and place an offering.
Yep.
So
Lincoln,
I don't know why I wouldn't go up to the higher level and get the cooler stuff.
Come here. Come on.
Let's see.
Go lay down.
Do I want heart points? Do I want feather points? Probably wouldn't mind some heart points. So we'll place our cat statue offering here.
So,
We'll
2
take
heart.
2 heart points
1, 2.
and 2 obelisk points.
Wait, no, you gave him 2 obelisk points.
Yep, 2 and 2.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 2 and 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Lies down, and then I get 1 point now.
1 point now.
And I also get a scarab movement. I will take it, not surprisingly, on this track here.
All right.
And I think that's all she wrote for me.
Yeah, not thrilled with some of these choices.
That's funny, Bushman. Yeah, no, try and refresh, Kato.
I'm going to take this tile.
Okay.
Which,
Get a fish.
Which gets a fish. And papyrus. This was the one that matched, right? There's no other one that matches. Yeah. It would be 3 hecka. I only have 2 hecka.
Sounds like you're taking a free one.
Breaks my heart.
Man, it's really tough,
Oh,
right?
Or you could take a hecka.
Yeah, then next time you'll be ready for it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not an unreasonable thing to do.
We're the worst.
Yep, I will, oh no. Yeah, yes, I will take the hecka. I think it's...
Oh, yeah, that's the right answer.
And it was this one, right? And it does match, so I will take a point.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Okay.
All right, so...
Mm-hmm. That's how I feel, too.
Right? The correct answer is none of those match, so taking a papyrus is not vital. I'm not doing that right now, I don't think, because I want to do that first. Because that gets me there, then that gets me up to the top level. And that seems not terrible. It's not bad. Oh. Is that the one that I want, though, the tile? I think it makes sense to do that. All right, fine. I'll go ahead and take a tile.
Okay.
And... Oh. A papyrus, but that will get me fish. I can do it that way. Or can I? Oh, no. Hold on. I might not be able to do... No, I am not. Actually, I apologize. That's such a bummer. We will actually have to do that instead. So we will take a papyrus and place a mummy or a sarcophagi out. And the papyrus, I don't think any have beetle on the left.
No.
Beetle on the same deal. So it doesn't matter. I guess I could take that one. That's not happening. I will spend 1 hecka to do that. And then placing the mummy out, or the sarcophagi, is a level 1. So I don't need it in that column. This column is the better one for me. I am going to need some amount of hecka, I think. But getting 2 fish seems pretty good. So I'm going to go here, which is going to get me 3 heart for blue.
Yep.
And it's going to... Oh, that's right. I only get 1 of them. Do I get the bump here? No, I need the fish. So activating that, I'm blue. I will get 2 fish. 1, 2. Done. That's me. Sir.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Ask us at the end, George. Oh, that's rough, Paul. Says I tried to buy the game, but my local shop sold the only one before I got to it. Sad.
I don't want to do it that way, but I think I might have to.
That is really funny, Bushman. I appreciate that. I appreciate the humor.
Huh. All right, let's start this way. So we're gonna
take a fish.
Take a fish, and either get a
papyrus or a hecka.
Yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't take a papyrus. I have hecka, so I'll take this free papyrus here.
Good job, me. Made things cheaper. All right, cool. Shrey, you're up, sir.
Well, I have only one thing I can do, which is place this guy. He's going right here. For a fish.
It upsets me that I keep making it cheaper for you. That's twice I've done that.
I mean, I've been delaying specifically because
yes.
I didn't want to have to take that run at that point. So I get a basket, which I don't really like either of these first 2, but I don't want to pay more fish, so I'm going to take the first one. And then I get to do a movement in place. So move a yellow priestess in. And I could. Yeah, sure. I will place this.
Other way.
Okay, what am I doing? This will flip. Oh well, let's not flip that yet. This will go on. Okay. So hang on. Let me do the math on this.
You know what? Hand me your towel while you're thinking. I haven't explicitly said it, but obviously where your basket goes, another cannot go onto that space.
Yes, that's right.
I really want 2 hearts, because that'll work out.
Then take 2 hearts. It's available.
But I also want an obelisk movement.
Well, then you really don't want 2 hearts.
So I will take 1 heart. Yes, 1.
All right, 1 heart and 1.
Obelisk.
And then he gets 1 river movement, 1 boat movement, and 1 activation as well.
Very nice.
Oh, I didn't even realize I got a movement. I will activate first. Activate the one in the city.
You were yellow, so activating this one. So you will get
Feather.
a feather.
Yep.
And I'll take the tile on your...
The obvious one.
Not the
for
basket
you. Right.
one, yes.
That spits you out there, and now you have 1 movement.
Is either... There's tiles in the city. Yeah, sure. Move into that city, yeah.
Okay. All right, back to me. Right. So I'm either moving over, which I got the fish to be able to do it now, and or do I take the tile that I was planning on? That's only.
This should.
That's the downside to that. That's why I didn't want to do that.
I didn't take. I don't know if I took the point. But I didn't move my guy over when I took this tile. I don't know if I took the point or not.
We'll give it to you.
When did you take it?
His last. Yeah, I don't know.
I think my last time.
On your very last turn?
On my last turn.
Yeah, I did move it. If it was the very last thing you did.
Yep.
Oh, no, that's what we do. Yep. We will bust that out over there. I will pay 3 fish, of which I have 4.
Yep. Plenty.
That will mosey on over there, and I get 2 movement and place an offering.
Yep.
So looking at my board, so the 2 movement, I am blue. That will go there. But now, which one do I want? I think I want... a movement and 2 activations. That does get me a ton of fish.
Oh.
That actually, I think this is the right one to activate. I will do this one. So I'm going to get 1 movement and 2 activations in a little bit. So now the question is, if I'm going to do that, let's see. I'm currently looking at 2 feather, if nothing else changes. But odds are I'm going to get a little bit better than that. So the question, the 3, 2 and 2 isn't bad. I don't need the Heka.
My priestess down.
What?
Let my priestess down.
Oh, yeah, good call. Sorry. It's either going to be that one, the 2 Heka, or 2 feather, 2 bump, or it's going to be the 3 and 1. And what gets you hearts movement? Nothing, just explicit heart movement, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Am I going to get another placement this round? I think the answer is no. So therefore, I need to get the 2. It'll be 2 and 2. 2 feather and 2 there.
2 feather.
Okay. So now, down here on the river, it's going to be 1 movement. Oh, this should have kicked out also. No, it should not have. I apologize. You haven't activated it yet. How have I screwed that up? Yeah, I totally did. That's frustrating. 1 movement and 2 activations. 6 is not going to be enough. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to activate that. Getting a building doesn't work for me because oh, there it is. That's what I need to do, even if it's not going to. Yeah. So the one movement will be there.
Yep.
I get 2 activations.
Yep.
It will be 2 fish.
Yep.
Up to 3 fish. And I will activate and take this one. It's not terribly exciting, I understand. But I do get that. So when I do that... Oh, I'm blue. I'm an idiot.
You got a hammer over here.
Yeah, that's what it's got to be. It's not.
Gives you a fish.
I don't need the fish.
Oh, okay.
That's not happening. It doesn't matter what I choose, so that's fine. I will go ahead and do that. So that will get me a fish and a feather.
Feather's pretty nice for you. Gives you a couple points.
Yep. All right, done.
Okay. I think I have to do this in this order. So I'm going to do this. This bumps over. I can get a craft and
place a level 2 Sphinx.
Yep. So I will take this craft.
Ooh, 2 fish.
Pay 2 fish.
What is it about that one?
Well, it's the 4th different one.
Oh, sure. Okay.
And then the Sphinx will go here.
So the level 2 is 2 fish.
Yep.
And then 3 movement and a river activation.
So we're going to go 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and when I activated, that kicks out.
I'll activate here and take this one. Bump this guy down.
And get a papyrus.
Get a papyrus. Do not have enough Heka to get the only one that matches, so I'll get the free one.
Just to keep you on your toes, FG Bison, but also Shrey prefers to play yellow, and I try and throw him a bone every once in a while. Even though he was absolute horrible to me in, oh God, what's the name of it?
All right, so I'm taking
Like 3 years ago at this point, but
which matches. So I get a Scarab Bump, which will be this. And then I will take a Papyrus. So I'm not doing that, I'm taking a Papyrus. I'm taking this one for 1, 2 Heka.
okay.
2.
And refill the Heka, and God bless you. That was what I needed, so thank you for that. I am really, really, really grateful.
You wanted something to come down?
100%. So, spending 3 fish, that could not have worked out better. Getting that tile, which matches, so it's a point for blue, and that advances.
Yep.
And then 2, and that 2 will be there. And now I get to place this out on that. That's what I was trying to work towards, and I forgot how I was planning on doing it.
Yep.
But now I remember. Okay, done.
All right.
Other than that. So that's it for me for this round.
I was genuinely concerned that you were going to take this one out from under me because it's got a place a mummy action on it.
Nah.
Which I kind of need.
I only have one thing to do, which is to take a tile. I'm going to take this tile because it does match. I have to pay one fish for it.
Yep.
And
You get a scarab.
I can... What's that?
You get a Scarab out of it.
I get a scarab out of it, that's right. I should think really carefully about this scarab thing. Not there. Or maybe there, because I have a one that I can activate there. So then I wouldn't have to go there at all next time. Huh. Okay. Alright. We'll do it. And then I will take a single activation. I'll take it here. I'll take this tile, and I'll move this guy here.
And you get 1 build.
1 construction point. Not on the queens, since I don't have a permit
Fact.
yet.
So I guess that's a
That's
no-brainer.
right.
All right.
Not an exciting construction point, but it is what it is.
It is halfway to something.
Yep, that's right.
All right, my last turn is this. It's going to cost me a fish. This will move over. I will place my prepped sarcophagus down here. So it's a level. It's a level 2. So it's going to a level 2 column.
Yep.
So I'm getting 2 hecka out of it and
Three heart points.
hearts, which is not 4, unfortunately. It's going to go here.
And then you get that twice, or 1 and 1.
I will take. Yeah,
Seems like one construction
one
point
and
seems
one.
like a good idea.
One
Yeah.
and one.
Interesting. Really? See, I wouldn't have done that.
I'm not in I'm not in the craft game.
Okay, well, that's fair. That's fair, yeah. All right, so now, end of the round. So we go through this again. So papyrus, 2 feathers, which sucks. So sad about that.
I get 3
I get 2.
when they roll up. Okay.
All right, so now I lose 1 point.
Lose 1 point. I
And-
lose 2 points.
And
loses 3.
Ken loses 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
All right. So now, tiles. I do have I have Horus out there, so that's going to be 2 points for blue. Oh Jesus!
6 points for me.
Oh God. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then 7 for me. A yellow.
7. Here we go.
I gotta put the Sphinx out that I've had since the beginning of the game.
Right.
But how? I really wanted this tile. But
All right. Sarcophagus or
right.
sarcophagi.
Oh, it's
So
0
yellow is 0, 0, 2, 0. So 2 for yellow. Blue is looking at 1.
and 3.
And so that sounds like 4. And
pink
pink
is 3.
is 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So next is here. Pink and blue each get 6. So pink gets 6. 3, 6. Blue, 6. Yellow gets 2. Done. Next is here. Yellow gets 10. Pink gets 4. Blue gets 2. So 2, 4. And then these. So yellow, for every pair,
I have
like
2
3.
pairs.
Oh.
2 pairs.
so 4 points. And for every, 2 points.
2 points.
Thank you. And for every different one, I have 5.
Mhm.
That'll be 5. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go.
1 point behind sounds perfect.
I'm not in the lead where I want to be. I'm good with that. So now we come back here. We advance that.
Yep.
Get your fish. So pink is looking at 3 fish.
Yep.
Yellow is looking at 2 fish.
Yep.
Not in the fish game apparently. That may suck.
2 hecka. for me.
2 hecka for you. It is 1 hecka for me.
One
And
for
1
me.
for Shrey.
Yes. All right. Take your associates or assistants back. Okay.
Right.
Drop, drop, drop. And now the level 3s come out down here in the river. So those are 14 heart.
Yeah.
That
would
which
be here.
Yep.
so here, keep pointing. It is that spot. So where the hearts have to go that way.
Yeah.
4 boats on the river, meaning not here.
Right.
So clearly, and 6 baskets out there. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Then we have 9 bumps between 2 specifically. 8 papyri
Yep.
and 7 steps on that bad boy. Okay, so that is done, and now turn order goes. Sorry.
Yep, that's
based
all.
on
Yep.
reverse order. All right, final round. Ken, take it away.
Oh, I'm supposed to know what I'm doing?
Oh, boy. So that has to happen. That has to happen. So that's going to be first. Sorry, I shouldn't talk out loud. I
You're good.
apologize.
We're going here. So that is free. And then my tile lets me either take a papyrus
And place a sphinx.
and place a sphinx. That's right. So...
That and the first and third match.
the first and third?
Do they not?
Oh, if I take this one now, you're
Right.
saying... this
That,
one will
right.
match
Yeah, yeah.
later.
Sorry. The third, then the first. Or the
Right.
third, then the fourth. That's the only matches that I see out there.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to fiddle with that too much. I'm just going to
Okay.
take this one.
All right. Refill that. And then where are you placing your sphinx, sir?
Yes. Important, meaningful question. It's a level 3, so it can go lots of different places. It could go there. It could go there. You probably should go there. Yeah. All right. So
I assume that's where it was
Yeah.
going, yeah.
yeah.
So get a good and then 3 bumps on the obelisk track,
1, 2, 3.
which gets you
cross up top.
2 goods, one of which you have to pay for.
Yep.
And they do not refill. So,
So we might as well put this one here
okay.
so we can put the free one on top.
All right, refill. That seemed good. Okay.
Zoop.
So now it's just a matter of... Okay. I had the plan. I just need to do this in the right order.
And then this is discarded.
Yeah, that's the right... Okay, so it's going to be this one. I'll figure out where it's going in a minute. Prepping my last sarcophagi. And then get 1 movement. By the way, that should be laying down. Apologies. The 1 movement will be here.
That's the only choice.
Yep. And I will place the level 2 good. Oh. Yeah, level 2 good. Right. I think that's weird. That feels so terrible. I don't think I need to worry about that. I may need to worry about that, but that is a future me problem. I will go there, which is a fish and a bump here. So that is the tile, but now I get to do that, which that is going to give me a bump on one of these and 1 point for blue. All right, and I have to figure out where I'm actually placing that. So I get a bump already. So that, I don't need it there. Placing the mummy on level 2 seems pretty tasty. Which, there's that. It's not going to be there, right? For the free bump, sorry. Getting a good 1 movement, and that lays down. So I'm actually okay with that. I don't need that. That's not happening. So I think the answer is the free movement goes there. And then absolutely going to go there. So that'll be my one fish. Done.
Okay. Don't care about that. Don't think I care about that. I'm going to put this over here.
Okay. It's free.
Yep. I prep a mummy. And I move and activate. Move my middle boat into the city. Yep, into the city. And then I'll take the 7.
Thank you. And then that kicks out, but because it's there, it
Must
will
bounce back.
it bounces back. Done. Yeah. All right. So now we're going clockwise.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it's you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, just making sure. What?
Yeah.
What?
And you should flip your craft tiles over that you've already placed.
Oh, these. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, my bad. There we go.
Doesn't make too much.
Yeah. Right. So thank you, Stephen. I was could not parse what it was, but flipping those face down to where they're nice and
I
pretty.
guess I'll go ahead and do this while it's free.
Sure.
I move my scarab up here. And then I will prep an Eye of Horus and take 1 movement on the Queen's track. And I think, the one that scores the most points is the different guys. So, yeah.
Thank you. Keep
Only one more
that.
can go there. And you both care about it, so.
Yeah.
And one of us has 1 prepped. We'll see if it matters, but okay. Order of operations. Okay. Oh, there's so much I need to do, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do it all. But
Yep.
So, by the way, taking tiles is strictly for matching and bonus and all of those things.
Yep.
Man. So the actual thing that's on the tile doesn't matter. Oh no, I think I have massively messed up. This might take me a second. I apologize. Try and figure my way out of jail. That allows me to do that. And that I can't do unless I do that. And that doesn't let me do... Oh, I am trapped pretty badly right now. Oh no. I can do that one later. That lets me out of jail a little bit. I will take that tile.
Yep.
Get a fish. And just face over. It doesn't matter. It doesn't match.
Sure.
Get a fish. Get a papyrus.
Yeah, I assume you want to take a papyrus, right?
Yeah. So, do I care? I mean, maybe.
This one is probably an extra feather for you. It's only one.
Right, and that's the thing. I'm already there by
Yeah.
taking it. I think I'll take the freebie.
All right.
Oh, you know what? Looking at this, mathing that out. No, it doesn't matter. So there. I will spend the 1 because I still have 3 left to be able to potentially. Yeah. So yeah, that makes more sense.
All right,
slide.
You did that. Okay. So then.
Oh God, this is so hard right now. Don't let yourself be caught out without fish, y'all.
No. Yes. Fish are useful.
Fish are friends, not food. Or something like that. And by the way, while you're thinking, take your time. The reason we did this is there is, like, mechanically, the game plays pretty much the exact same between the 3 and the 4 player. And so we thought it would just be less downtime. And so it's not showing anything different. So that's why we chose to stream it at 3 and versus 4.
I will say, first time I've ever played it at 3, so I have some thoughts now that
right.
I've done this.
Yeah, right. And that also is the other reason.
Oh, place your scarab, Trey.
Oh, right.
Welcome.
Yeah, so I paid my fish. I'm
Placing a level 1.
Placing a level 1, just verifying that I don't want to go to the other ones. I'm going to go here.
All right, so get a
permission.
Yep, and 1 building.
Yep.
Doesn't make a difference really.
Sure it does.
It's sure. Okay, fine. We'll do this one. It doesn't make a difference.
Okay.
If for what I'm planning on doing, it doesn't make a difference.
Okay, fair enough. All right, cool. All right, clockwise, sir.
Do you want to point out, now that you and Ken have uncovered these icons, what they mean?
Oh, yeah, if you get...
I'm about to demonstrate it right now.
Oh, okay, so here we go.
So, I'm going to go here. That's free.
It is, facts. And then...
My tile lets me do prep a Sphinx and get a movement plus a bonus.
So go ahead and prep the Sphinx first.
I'm going to prep the Sphinx. Oh, I don't have any Sphinx.
Right, get a point. All right, done. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Now I'll take a movement up here. Activation.
Slow down.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. So now taking that.
Yep, taking this, popping out here, getting a heart point.
1 heart.
Yep.
Okay. Done? Discard top.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, all set.
Okay. So now, I think that's the must. But if I do that, I think I'm back in jail. I'm not in a rush to do it.
That's the spirit.
Right? Maybe there is. You have no Sphinxes left. So here's
I'm not placing any Sphinxes.
Right. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. No.
That is accurate.
I'm working my way through this. Right. So looking at what he can do.
Me?
Yes.
Why are you worried about me?
Because only 1 more can go here.
Oh, I see.
Okay. So I'm working my way through it. I'm thinking out loud.
You could do that right now.
I can do it right now by doing that.
Or by
Right.
doing your tile. To
Oh, right. Or that, which that's probably how we're going to do it. But hey, Lanzarelli, thanks for the raid. What's up? We're playing Men-Nefer. So I guess it's moot, but I don't want to move that over yet, is my point. I want to place out and use my last fish to be able to do that. Oh, I need to be careful with this. Oh, that gets me 2 fish. That was it. So this is going out. I'll figure it out in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Getting 2 fish, which, oh my God, 1, 2.
And then 2 construction points.
And no matter where I place it, I'm going to spend 1 or 0 fish, so I had it. So it's allowed.
Yeah,
that's right.
You need to pay the fish for
first, and I'm just pointing out, right?
Yeah.
And then 2 construction points are going to be 1, 2, to then be able to place the Eye of Horus.
Sure.
Right there.
Ta-da.
And we have capped the Queen's Pyramid.
We've done a pretty good job with construction in general this time, I would say.
Yeah, this is so that feels good.
Good
All
job
right.
by us.
Oh, Tulu rated. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Okay. I stumbled on them earlier today on Twitch when I was setting up. I was just checking out other board game streamers. So
Nice.
Hey, welcome. Thanks. Welcome to the welcome. There's a lot more people over on YouTube watching than Twitch, but we appreciate it on Twitch. So anyway, that tile is now done. Now it's just a matter of where am I going? I have no sphinxes prepped. If I go here, it allows me to place one. That is not the right answer. I have that, which I need to do that first. And if I do that, I have the fish. Yeah, let's do it where it's free. That'll go. That costs me no fish. Done. Shrey, you're up. Go.
I'm going to take a tile. I don't really want to take a tile.
Ta-da! Just any tile. Just any one.
Pick a tile, any tile.
I don't really want to take a tile.
Then don't take one.
Yeah, and as George points out, the punishment for no fish when you need to do an action is brutal. You get 3 fish, but you don't get to actually do the action.
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't do that.
No, I'm not going to take a tile. I'm going to place this here
Okay.
for 1 fish.
Okay, so placing the 1 fish there. So what tile?
It gets me 2 hecka, which is more than I need.
You can place this.
That's,
And-
dare I say, a heck of a lot of
Yeah.
hecka.
And I place it this. So it's going to be a level 2.
You
So,
are
yeah.
yellow
Yeah, so it's a level 2 sarcophagus.
here.
And I think I know where I want it. Let me double check.
Okay.
I could get some. Fish might be useful actually. But I could get more fish here.
For sure.
So, let's do this. I will get 1 hecka.
All right,
heart
so
points.
And
4
4
heart
Yeah.
and 1 hecka. And then it's a level 2. It's 1, 2, or 0 of those. 1, 2, 0 of those.
So the thing is, if I move someone up, is there any chance I'm placing? I have a craft, but is there a chance I'm placing the craft? I don't honestly think so. I mean, I guess I could put my 3rd guy here. So maybe I should keep that option open, because then I could go here and then place it out.
Well, you already would have a movement then, so you don't need
No,
the
you're
movement.
right. You're right. Yeah.
So it feels kind of wasted.
So
if
then
you
I
do
will
that.
execute 3 times two
All right.
times this.
2 activations on the river. You are yellow, sir.
I would love
I
to.
assume one of those.
I would love to take the 9.
You actually are allowed.
But I'm not going to be able to fulfill it.
Oh, shucks.
I would love to take this.
You got 3
but I
sarcophagi,
don't have the
though.
movement. What? Yeah. No, the other two I can do.
That's
Yeah,
one more
It's
point.
1 more point. That's the difference, right? So,
He said he would love to.
yes. So let's take the no, let's take the other one, the permissions.
And a papyrus.
Oh, I forgot the papyrus. Sure. Yeah. Okay.
2 bugs.
2 bugs.
Hold on. And now he gets it. Not yet.
I get a second.
So
it pops
that
out.
now pops out, and now you get 1 more activation. Not a movement.
But it can't be that boat.
Right, not that.
So
So
it's
it's
probably
2
3
fish,
fish?
or 3 fish.
I think I'll take 3 fish.
Okay, all right, go for it. All right.
Done.
So now those would refill. All right, Ken, you're up.
Okay.
What's up, NBO?
Oh, and this should be here.
Brett says it's not that brutal. It's bad, but it's comparable to a boat of fish. No, it's pretty terrible. Because like if you move it over and you can't, then you move it over, you don't get the bump either. Like it's just wretched. It's really terrible.
Yeah.
Yes, Tulu, or K Tulu. There is a hecka lot going on in this game. It's not nearly as much as Bitoku. We talked about that when we got started. Well, and by we I mean Shrey, the royal we.
I'll go ahead and do this one because I know I want to do it at least one time. Cost me
You're
a
a
fish.
terrible human being.
What are you talking about?
No, because I want to go there.
You had so many opportunities.
I
to go there before
100%, but I have an order of operations, dude.
now. Okay, dude.
Okay, all right.
That allows me to prep a Sphinx, which means I get a point.
Yep, checks out.
And then it gives me 2 construction points. If I were really trying to get cute, I'd maybe try to figure out a way to get another permit, but I can't see a way to do it. So just scoot me over 2 there.
Yep, and 2 here.
Mhm.
What you want? What you really, really want?
Something tells me I'm gonna maybe want a Heka. So I'm going to take 1 Heka and 1 heart point.
Oh, all our hearts together. Isn't that nice?
Okay. Well, I
Oh, and then I turn this in.
am pretty sure I'm screwed. Not necessarily. Hold on. Hold on. That's not happening. I don't care about any of that. The actions don't matter. Aha. I am not Fubard. I don't
That's
think.
good to know.
I don't think. I think what I really want to do, all yours are out. You still have 1. That's actually not too bad of a stall. So I'm debating whether or not to move that over.
Yep.
And that just straight up becomes a stall. Because I forgot the tile was going to get me in whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh, I could prep that though, couldn't I? And then... Oh, I can actually place that, can't I? Does it make sense though? And Papyrus is not terribly exciting. The other option is that, which is going to be a total of 4. No, that's it. We'll stall. So I'll spend 1 fish to move that over.
Okay.
This will advance.
You're not yellow.
Ah, that's what's throwing me off, see? So
You
that'll
can go
there.
ahead and prep and move and do your final guy, right? Seems like a good idea.
Does it?
I don't know if Shrey's going to place his 3rd one or not.
His
But
third
if you
what?
prevent him from placing a 3rd one in Papyrus, it's probably
Oh.
not terrible.
Well, yeah, I guess I will do it. So I will prep, and then I get 2 bumps.
Yep.
And sure, because the Sphinx, obviously, I only have 1 out.
Yeah. That's a lot of building this time.
Yeah,
We've all done building this time quite a bit.
That is true.
Much more than in the last game.
All right.
The Great Pyramid
Done.
is not going to get finished though.
No, it is not.
That's 5 pieces. No. All right. So you're done. I was going to do something. I was going to do this one. This one. Here.
All right.
That I don't mind doing.
Papyrus?
What I did, 'cause
I will spend 2, 3 of this.
so 2 for the board, and then 1 for placing on his
Yep.
board.
Yep. And
Okay.
then it is also a movement and a activation. Move my boat into into here, and I'll take this.
Okay.
So the last boat
Because then
goes
you got
there.
4 boats fired up.
Yep.
Okay, and then he gets 1 construction.
Sure, let's do it now. Why not?
Here we go.
All right. One of those
In a perfect world. That's what I would like.
Comes out,
which is
probably
That's important because it's that gold. So.
probably
Yeah, yeah.
should go ahead and do this way. I'm going to take this one now.
Pay 1 fish.
Pay 1 fish. Place it down on my board. I get a point because it's a snake.
Okay.
And I will take 2 priestess movement. So we can go top shelf.
Yep. Okay. I have 2 fish. Yeah, that's actually perfect. I will take this one. Gives
Yep.
me a fish.
Yep.
It matches.
Yep.
And a papyrus.
Yes, sir.
So that will go there.
A little bit of all the above.
There, and I get a bump. and a papyrus, and that is the perfect papyrus, which cost me 1 hecka. And the free bump here. Okay. Yeah, that's so kind of a bust. But if I did that, and then that gets me that. What is the point of that now? I don't think that is gonna matter. Because of that. Oh, I could. Ooh, okay. Hold on. I feel like I'm splitting hairs as far as what the actual thing is that I'm going to do. So getting that and then placing it at 1. I really would like 2 bumps. 2 bumps gets me not there. I need to be able to do that. Oh, question. You can't, for 1 bump, just stand them up, can you?
No.
I don't believe so.
Right? Okay. It is strictly moving up a level. So I'm going to need 2 movement. I don't that's it. There it is. So I could do that, or I could do that. That works just fine. I will take the free bump there. Done. Okay. Oh, I am threading the needle. I don't know if it's going to matter.
I'm going to spend 2 fish.
Yep.
Yep.
To take that tile.
Yep.
And I'm going to prep
Prep
a
a
mummy.
mummy.
Yes.
And did it match?
Oh, it did. Yes, that was actually important. It does match. Thank
Okay.
you. 1 point for yellow.
And you prepped a mummy, so done. And that comes off there. All right, Ken?
Okay. I guess in theory people can compete with me for this, so I'm going to do this one. This scoots up 1.
So
2 movement, 2 activations.
Ooh.
So we're going to go 1, 2, activate both of those.
and that is
Feather.
and 1 there.
Yeah.
Okay. And that spits this out,
And
spits
that's
this out, and
backwards,
comes back
yeah, exactly.
there. Oh my god. Am I really 1 fish short? I have totally screwed up. Oh, Ken, you're killing me.
What?
You wanted to do this one first?
I can't do that one first.
Right.
I think I am screwed. I need to place here, and I can't. And then I need to activate that before that one. I've run the fish engine way too lean.
Yeah, you're very, very late.
Okay, so how do I get a little bit out of jail here? That gets me that. So I get that. And then I prep it. And then doing that places that, but it doesn't get me that. But I guess that works out. Okay, fine. Oh, but then I'm not going to be able to do it next turn. Oh, God, I hate this. I have to place this. And I think... This is so bad. because I can't take a tile if I don't place it. So if I were to do that there, do that, get the good, place it. Oh, that's so bad. But then I don't have fish, and I'm never going to be able to do that. There's no... I'm just stuck, aren't I?
I don't think you're going to be able to do this one.
Yeah, I don't.
There is no way I can do that, is there?
I don't see it.
Oh, that is horrible. That is really, really, really bad.
You can definitely go on the river,
Yeah, so you can get some fish on the river.
which will give you fish, which you can then use to do whatever else you want to do. But
But that doesn't help me.
No.
I could come up here, which, again, none of these things get me anything. I can't place there, which is the mummy that I already have prepped. So the two places I need to go, I can't. So we're going to go ahead and do...
You can't do that.
Yeah. Oh, it's 3 fish. Never mind. So I literally can only go there or there. Those are my only 2 options.
and this one looks rough to go there.
It does.
It's many fish.
This is... don't do this, kids. I will go ahead and take that one. Womp womp. There. And 1 water activation. That's going to be 0 fish. And then I guess... Oh, it's an activation, so it's 2 fish at the end. Hard stop.
But you also get a movement,
Oh, I do.
so you can.
So I could theoretically, instead of taking the fish,
You're not gonna have 3 over here
because I'm not going to be able to do it,
or 9.
I get 1 movement there, having 6 out, a nope. So I will go there and take my 2 fish and hate my life. Done. And this goes away. This is why you guys don't bet on me. Oh, hey. Wow, another raid over on Twitch. Hey, what's up, y'all? Oh, predominantly over on YouTube, but welcome, all the new people. So we're streaming Men-Nefer, the follow-up to Batoku.
Yeah, I'm taking this one.
We are
Okay.
It does match,
90% of the way through the game, maybe
which
95%.
gets a yellow point,
Yellow. Got you.
and then I will take that as the step off of it.
Okay. These refill. Comes down. All those flip.
Yep.
So all of our associates are placed now.
Yeah. I'm going to take this one.
Or 2 fish.
2 fish.
And
It matches, so it scores a point.
1 for pink. I just don't want
And
to finish
I will
4th.
take 1 construction point, please.
And where do you want that one? I guess
Here, yeah.
here. Okay. Done. Oh, God. Allow me the humor in this. To be able to prep a Sphinx cost me 2 fish. Cost me to 2 fish.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
But then you've got that. You can go in the water. You should be able to get at least 2, maybe even 3 fish.
Yeah. So that's the order of operations.
Yeah.
It is not going to match. I don't care. 2, it allows me to prep a Sphinx. Yeah, that's the right thing to do. There. Done.
Yeah, because you can do this one. And then you're good.
I will do this.
Yep.
This. So I will get a papyrus. None of them match. I'll take the free one for 2.
Yep.
Yep. He's quicker than I am. All right. Go
Okay.
ahead.
And then
A
right.
level 2 sarcophagi.
Level 2 sarcophagus, which will be this one. So I get 2
2 Heka. 3 heart
3
for
heart.
yellow. It's a level 2.
and I'm just gonna take 2 blocks.
Makes sense.
1, 2.
Okay.
Which places I get that one, which is 1 back, and put it on Do I need the fish? I'm going to need 3 fish.
So he gets a hecka.
So I'll be at 1, and then am I going to get another fish somewhere else on my next turn? I could do that first, which, yeah, I'll take a fish. So, yeah. All right, good.
Ken.
All right. I'll go ahead and do this now. So this moves up here. I can take a craft. I will take the free one. That gives me a point.
There's a point for pink.
And then I will...
I assume temple.
Yeah. Place this nice ring in the temple.
Oh, that's well done.
We'll go here.
So that's going to be a total of 3
Heart
heart
points.
and 5 on the obelisk.
And 5 on the obelisk. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ping. I get one of those of my choice. I'm
thinking it's a feather. Well, I don't know what your fish situation is. So.
Yeah. Right. Because I'm at 1 right now. Is that what this
Yes,
is?
I believe that's where it was.
Okay. All right.
No, I think.
Yeah. I get one of these.
Yeah, my goal is to not finish 4th.
I don't think 1 fish is helpful. If I could somehow get 2 fish, that would be pretty sweet.
So then feather, I assume.
Yeah.
Because you're...
Construction gives me 2 feather points, though, right? 1 construction gives me 2 feather points.
Yes. Yes.
We'll go ahead and take a fish.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's the fish for the freebie there.
And then
he gets a free one
get
of
a free
those for
top.
having that.
Yep. It doesn't really
matter.
matter.
So just take one for
so
1 point.
I will take the fancy one for
And a
1
point.
Yeah.
Yep. And you're done? Question mark?
Yes, he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will spend 1 fish to come over there, and oh, hey, that goes there. So 1 movement.
You get 4 fish if you wanted. I don't know if you need 4 fish.
I need 3 fish total. I have 1. So no. 2 movement. No. Yeah, we're just gonna go 1, 2, and take 3 fish. 1, 2, 3. God, that's terrible. I hate my life. All right, done.
All right, 3 fish. Goes there. Here. I will take 3 steps.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Gets me 2 and another 1. So I got 3 of these. 1 of them will be a fish.
Yep.
And then the other 2 will be, I think, not hearts. So it'll be feathers. That's it.
Sir.
All right. I realized I have to take this if I want to complete one of these. So even though I had plans on maybe doing a construction, it actually makes the most sense to do this.
Wait.
How are
Are
you
you
doing
taking
it?
one of these?
Yeah, I'm taking this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
And get a fish.
Yeah, that'll come in handy for never. But
I feel that. All right. So final action. That's going to be 3 fish. 1, 2, 3. I have 1 fish left over. That will go there. I can place a level 2 Sphinx. That. So the question is, a level 2 Sphinx going there makes a lot of sense. Yeah, just the end. Because the other one I was thinking about doing was that one, but I get to do that, so we will go there, which gives me
2 movement.
this, and then
Oh, I should be laying down as well.
we'll lay down. That will get placed. That's going to be 2 bumps, and
Could be 3 bumps if you want it.
You don't need the fish.
2 bumps look better. So.
2 bumps.
Oh, you only need 2 bumps. Yeah.
And I guess I'll take the 3 hecka. I don't think it matters.
There's
but
3
1,
feather
2.
points.
Yeah.
That's probably better. So that's 2 and 3 feather. It gets me one of those guys.
Yep.
Hey, it's a point. And you know what? You can never have too many canopic jars.
I've heard that said.
I mean, time and time again.
Yep.
Take your point.
And then, oh, hold on. Take my point for what?
For placing the.
Thank you. And then I get 2 movement, or I get a movement. Then I get a movement and an activation and an activation.
You can do those in any order.
Okay, so 2 movement and 2 activations.
Yeah.
Literally, I can mix them up on this,
Well,
right?
you-
Because
you-
they're
you
3
do-
individual
Yeah, you do
actions,
the 3
right?
things together. Yeah.
All right, so I am blue. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 placed. That sucks. So that doesn't work.
Do you have 14 hard
No.
points?
I am not.
No, you're not close to it.
But I nope and
No.
nope. Wow, I am really bad at this game. Shit.
And you don't quite have that one.
No.
This is amazing.
very
How much
close,
movement do you
but-
have total?
2 and 2.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. That's moot. A construction does matter. So that's 1. That's 1, and that. Which
Yep.
hey, it's
Yep.
2 points.
Yep.
That's never flipping though, and that will spit out to there. So that is 1 movement and 1 activation. Now I have a movement and an activation. I don't think it matters. It can't be that boat. A building doesn't matter. I can't go there because there's nothing to take. I will just what? Go ahead.
Have you taken a papyrus turn? Should this?
That no, I have not. That was yeah.
It's from me.
So then I will go there. I will take that one. Whatever. But more importantly, a papyrus. And
Which is the free 1 for 2 because it's what you have.
Yep. But hey, I'll take it. Done.
Ta-da!
And that spits that out there. All right, that's my game.
Trey, are you spending 3 fish to take
Yeah.
some construction?
Yes,
by any
in fact,
chance?
I will. I will spend 3 fish to take this one, which is 2 construction, which is this, which gets me
Those.
2, which is 2 feathers because hearts are not going to do anything. So, and the other options.
Oh, right. Feathers will move you some good ways, right?
I don't know.
At least one more.
Yeah, maybe.
You need 5 to get there.
Yeah, I'm getting 4. I'm getting 4. So
But
no.
one more is better.
Do
Yeah.
I have that 9? I don't. Do
No.
I? No, I have 8. No, I'm blue.
You have 6.
I have 6. Yeah, so no.
Yeah, you really have to work at that one. That one is not easy.
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
You really have
All
to. I would say maybe over focus a little bit to get that one.
I got that last time. You just it basically have to just do this, but 1 more. It's doable.
Yeah.
Right.
It's entirely doable. It's just yeah.
All right, last action.
No.
No.
Oh no, that
that's
was
it.
it, wasn't
Yeah.
it? All right, so we go into quote unquote final scoring, which is really just
The standard
scoring, the end of round. So I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 feathers, please.
4 feathers
For blue?
2 for pink.
1, 2, 3, 4. I get 4 also. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, so now we score those. So looking at this, blue, look at that. That is 2 to the good.
Shrey gets 3.
Shrey gets 1, 2, 3 to the good. 1, 2, 3. And pink doesn't lose points.
Correct.
All right, done. All right, the next one. What do we got?
We got.
This is embarrassing. I get 2 points. And this is terrible. And this is partially... I would like to point out how this looks for their boards. Look at that. 3, 6,
14 for me, 16 for Shrey. Is that what it is?
14.
Yep.
16?
Yep. 16.
And 13. Okay, done.
All right. This
Up
stuff.
here. So sarcophagus. Go pink. That's really easy.
3 points.
3 for pink. For blue.
3 plus 1.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is 2, 4, 0. So 4 and
7.
3 is 7.
Okay. Next is here. It is 2 for yellow. It is 10 for blue. And it is 18 for pink.
Yep.
Okay. Next, here. So we'll start with blue. That's 5, 10. 1, 2, 3.
It should count the ones that have.
Yeah, I did. I was. So I have 3.5 pairs. So that's 3 plus 5 each. That's 13.
13, pretty nice.
And then another 4 for that.
And another 4 for that. Good call. There we go. All right. Then we'll go pink over here. Pink is looking at 8. And 5 is 13.
Yep.
There. And yeller is
Many.
18.
4 each, so 8.
So 8.
So 26. That is 3, 10, 26. And that, folks, is where we end it. Shrey, 93. Ken, 86.
Almost the exact same margin as last time.
Fantastic teacher at 70. There we go. Yeah, so that's how you do the river. Yes, exactly. Right. Yeah, because I focused on the river in my first game, and it was a total trap. The fact is that y'all were... I don't know how you're able to manage it. I'm terrible at this game, but I really enjoy it. So thoughts on the game?
So I liked Bitoku,
Okay.
but I felt like it was a little overstuffed. Mm-hmm. And I also just did not connect with the, like, Studio Ghibli theme at all, really.
Oh, the super fantasy
just
Japanese,
just not my
Asian,
bag.
With the
whatever,
words that make no sense.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This, I think, one, just really does a nice job of refining the base mechanic.
If I may.
Yeah.
So, one of the... Oh, God, it doesn't matter. Michael Keller, who teams up with Andreas Oda. Mm-hmm. Those two work a lot together designing. Michael Keller made a very, very good statement that has really stayed with me since he made this when I sat down for an interview with him. He said he is really good at building the tree. He has this huge, massive tree, making this really cool with all this stuff in this game. But where he lacks is the refining, the trimming of the tree. And that's why it doesn't matter what is the game, doesn't matter. In this case, Bitoku feels like that really big tree.
Yeah.
And this feels like that tree, but trimmed down. And I just thought it was a really good analogy for things. And I agree wholeheartedly.
Not that there isn't a lot going on in this.
Sure,
there
of course.
obviously is a lot going on.
Right, clearly.
But when you get down to it, this game is really here. It is placing your apprentice, moving your apprentice, taking tiles.
Yeah, that is the game. It's those three mechanisms that are interchanged. That is 100% the whole game.
And getting a feel for order of operations and knowing when to place and why and watching all the stuff matters a lot. I mean, I think one of the things that Shrey did really well in this particular game is that he did the river actions exactly when he should have to often get tiles that other people could use.
What do you mean, tiles that he could use?
A tile like this.
Those tiles. The contract
that
tiles.
I could use, right?
100%. Yeah, well, you saw. I took 2 tiles that I was never going to be able to complete.
Yeah. And that's all about managing this stuff well.
Yeah.
Right? Just like getting there one step ahead of the next guy. So, I think it's pretty... I mean, it's weird to say for a game that... I mean, everybody can't see the board anymore, but...
There.
It's weird to say for a game that looks like this, but this part is actually pretty elegant.
Oh, 100. It's, again, it's a refinement of the Bitoku mechanism, and it's done really well.
And it's exactly as tight as it needs to be. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think it's too tight, but I wouldn't want it any looser than it is either.
Agreed.
I think managing your fish, figuring that part out, is super important.
Tell me more.
You obviously had a little bit of an issue there with it towards the end.
A skosh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A minnow's worth, if you will.
You managed to figure it out, kind of.
Really, I mean, I struggle streaming this game and doing this, and like it requires a lot of forethought.
Yeah.
It can be tactical, like striking when the iron's hot, when the right tile comes out for you. Also timing this, like what you just said that Shrey does. It's impossible for me to do that while also streaming this. Not making an excuse, it's just a fact.
Sure.
And it showed. And because of that, like I just flew too close to the sun with the. I was like, I'll worry. I'm gonna go neglect the river. Oops.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you need to grab your fish in other places if you're gonna do that. Which it's possible. It just takes that much more attention. And go to the places where you don't have to pay as much.
Oh my God, that was so brutal.
Yeah, it's rough, right? Yeah, and when you see someone like in the first 2 turns of this round, you both went to the building sites, and that's where I wanted. That was the first place I was going to go, but
pivot.
But yeah, I do something else for the time until it frees up a little bit. Except that you're gonna have to pay some extra fish because of it, but factor that into your calculation. And and
then stall. Finding ways to stall when you need to not be able to have to like waiting. Like for instance, when it was it was like this, whatever. That wasn't on there. Moved over, waited for me to come over, and then coming in.
And because there was no
one fish, but my God, that's an important fish.
And hit it on 0.
Right.
There was no pressing need to go there sooner. I could have gotten that third permission out into the papyrus and gotten some points for that, but I could I don't think it was worth what the extra management have to do for the fish.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was fine. And like that calculation is kind of necessary to do. Like I ended up with 0 fish because I knew exactly the amount that I needed by like
nailed it
for the last like four actions. I knew what I needed, and so I just needed to make sure I had
the last 4 actions. That's a perfect example of what I was saying.
And that's
right?
You're like doing other stuff at the same time as playing a game. So it makes sense that you're not thinking about that, but you can factor that into the how you play the game, and this takes this Bitoku. You got 3 core things you do. You do them one at a time with the same worker and Bitoku. There's dice, and it simplifies it in a way. It doesn't. You don't have dice. You don't have to pick them down, pick them up, and all that stuff. You don't have this extra resource to pick them up and all.
Sure.
But it also makes it more contentious in the fish requirements.
Yeah.
That managing that is super interesting.
Yeah.
The order is really is really significant.
Boy, is it.
and so that I think that's the refinement that was made that was really strong. The rest of the game, there's a lot of what you will see in standard Euro. Get resource
chaining stuff in this
need
plays into
A,
that, right?
So it's not going to blow anybody's mind like who isn't inclined to like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it's solid for what it is, right? For people who accept that which I'm fine playing this kind of game.
Right.
It works.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've said a lot in the past, and I stick by this. In my opinion, a game needs to do one of 2 things. It either needs to do something revolutionary or new or novel, and that's the hook, or it better do something. Or if it does nothing new, it better do it really damn well or in a new way or something. And I would argue that while I enjoyed Bitoku, I never felt the need after we streamed it to go back to it. Whereas this, because of the way it's been refined and it's done so well, I'm actually interested in visiting this, not just for streaming it solo, but also playing this again, even off stream.
And I'm pretty sure in Bitoku was 2021, 2. I don't even remember when we played it.
Maybe Was it maybe
I
before?
think it might have been 20, but yeah.
Or 19, you think? Whatever it
might have
was.
been 19.
Somebody can tell us.
Whatever it
Right,
was.
yeah.
19, yeah.
I would have a hard time if someone said, "Can you teach Butoku? Can we play Butoku together for some reason?"
Right.
I would, if necessary, I would do it. But for this one in 3, 4, 5 years, I will mostly remember how this works. And and still be fine and be happy.
Because there's less moving parts. There's less stuff. And oh my god, the setup and teardown on Butoku is so much.
And the iconography on this works almost perfect, right?
Right.
There's like a few minor things here and there, and so yeah, I think the whole package together is
it works really well.
done.
Yeah.
But it's a great example, I think, of how setting matters in a game. Right? Like, I wouldn't say that this game has a ton of theme,
At no point did I feel Egyptian.
but you played some other Egyptian-themed games, you know maybe a little bit about Egypt, and, like, there's just enough thematic underpinning to hang the rules on in such a way that, like, the graphic design makes sense.
Yes.
You're like, oh, it's a river, there's trading, we're building stuff over here. You know, it makes sense on a level that Butoku doesn't really, to me.
Because it's a fantasy world and it's a made up.
It's a world I don't know anything about.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas this, even if you're not well versed in ancient history
Kind
or
of have,
ancient
like, a
Egypt,
little bit of a
you
sense
look,
of it, right?
you know there are gods, right? They worshipped them. There's the pyramids, sarcophagus, right? All that stuff, like and just taking the things that you know about ancient Egypt.
Yeah. And in the rule book,
yeah.
it does have little sections or highlighted red text that talks about like the thematic underpinnings behind some of
Sure.
the not that it's like really that deep, but it is something that you can sort of like latch onto. Whereas and Butoku might have had some of that thematic that it put into the rule
But
book.
again, it's a universe that we're not familiar with.
Yeah, I think if I was a
So-
big like Miyazaki fan,
Right.
maybe I would have a better handle on
Fair.
what's
I'm
going on.
not
there.
either, so
Yeah.
it doesn't
Right.
doesn't
Yep.
connect.
And so Men-Nefer, Sabika, Butoku.
Yeah.
I've never played
I would like to try Sabika.
Sabika.
I've heard pretty good things about it.
Yeah.
But
Have you?
No, Derek has it.
All right. So at some point we will bust out Sabika.
Yeah.
But yeah, we now again, and see, Greg brings us up. He says, I love Butoku, but I'm also a huge Ghibli.
yeah, I think that's absolutely
that
part
totally
of it.
fits.
That's
And
part of
again,
the
we're
deal,
not
yeah.
bagging on it by any stretch, but I do think it is a huge, big, massive thing. It's not. We all enjoyed Butoku.
I like Butoku.
Yeah,
I just don't like it as much as this. Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's yeah.
Yeah.
God bless you, Stephen. Game looks spectacular. Unks for streaming this. That's fantastic. So apparently, Butoku was 2021.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
not that long ago.
it feels like it was.
It feels like it was
forever
quite a
ago.
while ago,
It
yeah.
really does. So you and I will do the solo at some point during
Yeah,
the
I'm totally into
the Patreon drive. So you know what? I'm gonna hate myself later for doing this, but that's fine. If you take a look up here in the top left-hand corner, it's a little hard to see on the other side. So I figure I'd bring the board my way. There we go. So 2, 3, and 4 on this side. Oh, that's just fun. And that's the solo side.
Oh, there is a little dot there.
And there is a single dot up there, which you don't know if you're not looking for it. So there you go. There's the little
okay, I
for
see
its
there's-
solo. So it's tighter.
It's a tighter board.
Obviously. There is obviously solo components. I haven't gone into it because we haven't done anything with it. We didn't know if we were going to yet, but I just figure I would show that.
But
off
this is not
for folks.
two-player role. This is just solo.
This is
Just
strictly
solo.
the solo side.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, the river has less spaces, but what else is tighter?
There are fewer of these, I
Yes.
think.
Are there?
Yeah.
Aren't
Well,
maybe
there-
not. No.
No, there are. There's 5, 4, 4. No.
Yeah.
Looks
So
the same.
there's less out here. Obviously, it doesn't scale on this side because it's solo
Yeah.
only, right? And there are obviously some differences. This has to do with the bot, I imagine.
Same number.
Only 2 spots for Queen's Pyramids.
Oh yeah,
looks
that's
like.
true. Yeah.
No, there's 3.
No.
1, 2, 3.
No, but two within
spots
the,
each.
two within
Oh,
the
sorry. Right,
Yeah.
for actually building them.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
or placing
All right.
them.
Some minor differences.
Yeah, but nothing huge. I wonder if this is different. Actually, it looks like it's
Looks the same.
not. Yeah.
So, all right, yeah. Anyway, that's Men-Nefer. Appreciate it. And yeah, Derek was a part of our patron only stream that we did. We did it 4 players with the intention of streaming it 3. And you know what? Before we get out of here, do y'all want to speak on that? Having now played 3 versus 4.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So this kind of game for me, adding a 4th, I don't find that it benefits the game. I don't think it improves the game. And what it does is adds a little bit more time.
Yeah.
So I'm perfectly happy to get back a little time and play a 3-player, have the turns come back faster. It's, I think it's fine 4-player. It will work. It'll still be a good experience. It's just
And the Denver crew also said they busted it out in 2.5 hours as a learning game.
Yeah, it's
4
interesting.
players,
Like, I
so.
think we probably this would have been 2.5 hours
If we're not streaming.
if we're off stream.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
But I don't feel like it took that much longer with 4.
It didn't feel. I don't think it actually took longer, but it felt longer because there
definitely
more time
is
between.
a downtime issue,
right? Because of that, and I mean, AP is either going to happen or it's not in almost any game, so that's going to be player dependent.
Yeah.
But there's enough level of planning in this, and there is enough. Not really intentional screwage.
Yeah.
There's like almost tangential or accidental, I guess is a better way to put it, to where then you got to recalculate your turn.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I mean, I think there's just like these tiles move more
yes,
because more of them get taken.
right.
Right.
And obviously it's more expensive, although 3 versus 4 because of the blockers that were out there,
Which
right?
isn't actually necessarily that much more expensive. It's just that it's predictable
Yes.
Right.
with the blockers.
Whereas-
so you can choose to make it less expensive.
Right, which I actually kind of I kind of like that implementation.
Because you tend to prefer don't mess with my plans.
Well,
type stuff.
and I think that that predictability lets you say, okay, well, this round, I'll accept that maybe I have to pay some extra, or maybe I'll do that next round, right?
Right.
And because it'll be gone, right? Or maybe I need to do it this round so I don't have to get paid extra fish next round, right?
So outside of time, that's the only real difference between 3 and 4, fuel-wise. Would you say also?
Yeah, I mean, they do feel a little different in the way that all games like that have some elements of like
Interactivity.
randomness.
Okay.
Right, like you'll just have a tiny bit less control.
Sure.
At the higher player count.
Yeah. Someone might take the sarcophagus spot you really want that you were planning on taking, and then it's just gone. And that's
Yeah.
it'll happen more in a 4-player game.
Fair enough.
But
Yeah.
not marginally so. I mean,
Right.
it's fine.
It's pretty small. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think it plays great at both, actually.
All right. Well, there you go. That is Men-Nefer. Thanks to Shrey for providing the game. Thanks to these guys for doing it. Thanks to everybody that watched. Appreciate the support. Patreon. If you enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe. Really does help the channel. Legitimately, really does help the channel. So please, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Consider supporting the show. Patreon.com/HCHQ. If you find value in what it is we do, there are hundreds of extra bonus content videos that you get as a patron. Get access to the Slack channel and a whole bunch of other stuff. So definitely, that also really directly helps literally keep the lights on, as well as the improvements that we're trying to make here in the studio. So appreciate it. I'm Edward.
Shrey,
Ken?
We'll be back tomorrow.
Power Grid. I was just checking.
No, wait, is tomorrow Power
Yeah.
Grid?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought tomorrow was Galactic Cruise or Galactic Renaissance.
We're doing Baden-Württemberg?
Yes.
That's what we're doing?
We are, yeah. So Power Grid coming back.
Friday's Galactic Renaissance.
My bad. There you go. All right, cool. We'll see y'all then. So that's what you got coming on. Take care, y'all. Bye.